Hello. How's everybody doing today?
How's my waiting room babies? Look at all these waiting room babies already
they're
in.
Doing good. They're doing good.
Hey, wait.
What's up?
They said we're gonna wait
guys?
for my hubbies.
How we doing out there? Huh? Give yourself a little round of applause as usual. Hope you have something to drink. Here you go.
Oh man, something to drink, eh? Oh, like a coffee.
I'll have a coffee. What's up, guys?
What up? What up?
What's going on in the culture, the community?
How's the community? 2021, baby, came out swinging. Lot of big shoes to fill. I'd say this year. It's been exciting so far. I got some big plans. How are you feeling, dude?
You know, you're right. It had big shoes to fill. I thought it was going to go a different direction. The positivity. You know what I mean? The wonderful goodwill towards men that we've all gained during this COVID lockdown. We've all learned to love each other, right?
Yeah.
No. Wrong. We've all learned to hate each
Correct.
other. And because of that, the storming of the Capitol happened. Guys, we got to talk about it. I mean, it's the biggest news probably in the last, I don't know, 5 months.
Yeah.
Protesters,
I mean, as a human
I would say,
being-
honestly, are they protesters? Rioters.
Rioters, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, they're very violent. I was surprised at how violent they were.
I was going to say, once you
the cops-
elbow a window in, you've lost the protest part of it.
How are they not dead? I knew American cops were like, no messing around. Even the border cops.
So that's
When I drive across, even they're strict. They're stern.
look at that, dude.
There's
What
no
is
messing
going on?
around. No crossing the
Listen,
line.
I saw a funny tweet that said they're no longer impressed with Nicolas Cage stealing the Declaration of Independence.
These guys
Because it's
walked
so
in on
easy.
him,
You
man.
just walk in.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's and I feel look, as a human being, I'm like, this is rude. But as a YouTuber, I'm like, this Trumpy baby, he brings the hits. He always brings the hits, this guy. People were really trying to ignore him. People were really trying to be like, okay, you're done. Just go away. We're done with this guy. He tried that Georgia call where you go, hey, just find 11,000 votes. Would you find it, idiot? Hey, you Republican? You call yourself Republican? Find 11,000 votes, dumbass. He does this. Everyone still kind of said, okay, who cares? I know it's illegal. Who cares? Storm the building. Trumpy gets the hits.
Okay.
He always gets the hits.
Most of the people who stormed it were his followers, QAnoners,
Right.
a lot, the gaggle, of Trumpers, and they kind of got. First of all, they got in, so everyone was kind of shocked by this. All of a sudden, you look at the news and you realize that literally these people are storming through. No, where's the cops? Where are the people stopping these guys?
American cops, yeah. I mean, if they were brown, all dead. I mean, I know everyone did this joke on TikTok like within seconds, but like if they were brown, get everyone out and just carpet bomb. There's a terrorist thing on. Honestly, I don't think black would have been as bad. I think black would have been like violent, way worse than this. This was like, hey, I really thought because like no one really got arrested right away. Only one person died. So I really thought that they kind of just charged in and said, hey guys, it's us. We're all friends. But they were mean. They were like violent to the cops. And the cops
There was
really
definitely some violence going on. This guy's
Look
sitting
at
in Nancy
this.
Pelosi's office.
rude.
The guns are drawn. Guys, what do you guys think here? What do you guys think? Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I, as an independent, you know, I like to rip a little bit on the lefties. I like to rip a little bit on the right.
Yeah.
Huge L for the right. This is a gigantic L for the people on the right. And let me tell you guys why. Forever, what the right has been saying is that, yo, you guys on the left, y'all are crazy, dude. Whenever stuff happens, you overreact. You riot, you loot, you burn things. We're not like that. We're the party of law and order. So then, you know, if you're going to say that, you got to be the party of law and order. And so all of a sudden, they're storming the building and you've lost your standing here because now you're the guys looking like a jackass. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. And then all these guys are like tweeting out, you know, oh yeah, you guys got to stop. You guys got to stop. But Trump's like, hey, this is what happens when you piss people off.
Yeah.
It's like,
Trump
wait
didn't
a
back him up
second.
at
You
all.
can't say that. He's like, hey, law and order, but you guys are totally right for what you're doing. You're right for what you're doing.
Totally.
It's crazy.
No, it is embarrassing. It's kind of like when you hear those stats that there's more white terrorists than brown terrorists. I'm not even saying, like, I don't know. Every now and then I'll see a stat like that, and I'm like, I'm like, what? That's embarrassing. Like it's like you're the thing that you've been complaining about all year.
No. Okay, so here's how I feel about it. What happened a few days ago will sharply divide the Republican Party between people who are like old conservatives and people who are like Trumpers, because the Republicans are done with Trump. A lot of Republicans are done with Trump. They're tired of him. He said it was like the steal or whatever, but he didn't have the evidence there. It wasn't
nothing to back it up.
I wouldn't say nothing, but you have to show systemic, you have to show this is a systemic problem. And so you have the people who still like all they believe is Trump. If Trump says it, they will believe it. Yeah. And then you have sort of everybody else. Now at this point, Fox News is like no longer with Trump. I mean, they like
for a month or two. They left after the election.
They broke from Trump. A lot of people like Tucker Carlson broke from Trump. A lot of these old Republicans broke from Trump, and you still have like Trump's base, but it's
Crowder.
It's smaller. Yeah, dude. I mean,
I thought you were gonna say Crowder. Yeah.
No, I mean, no, seriously. But it's very interesting to see. Forget about politics. Let's talk about gurus. Yeah. No, guys, we got to talk about this for a second. This is literally history happening.
Guys, this is history, and this is the highest guru in the land. Sorry, man, but this guy is the guru of his own cult. We actually were trying to get a guest on who wrote a book about that. How he is like the leader of his own cult, kind of. Like people follow him, and it's like. It is.
Here's what I think. You just can't worship these leaders. Like these people, like people worship this guy. That's the problem. I don't think look, if in 2016 you wanted to be a fan of Trump, okay, that's fine. You like that he dunks on some libs. Okay, I get it. But you can't worship the man and think he's infallible. Because if you do, you end up doing this and you're going to end up going to jail. A lot of these guys will go to jail. And that's something we should have talked about. Like, all right, so
we should,
Amish, honestly, I broke my own rule. I have a rule to never talk about politics. Well, you know what I mean.
I mean, you got to. 2021, man. Is it a rule? What is the rule?
No, that's my own personal thought about it. But this was too irresistible because it was so like. Way too much.
I came on the show because of Trump.
Yeah, that's true. But so I tweeted out, "Hi, Mom, I'm going to jail soon." Like, look at this guy. He's stealing the podium. The speaker podium.
I thought it was like this. I didn't know it was so violent. I thought they just came in and the cops were like, go ahead, guys. Get in there. I thought it was like that, but they beat down cops, man. It's crazy that they got away with this.
No, well, they're not. Why? But that's the thing. The FBI's looking for these guys, whatever. So here's the thing. So,
where's the Trump party?
So let me show you this. I don't know where my phone's ringing right now. So I got to go to my likes here. So we got a guy named Baked Alaska went in there. He's one of these guys that's going to get arrested. He goes in here. He goes into Pelosi's office. He's talking on the phone. He honestly thinks Trump told him to do it. So listen.
Trump would be very upset. And they'd be like, no, just say we love him. We love you, bro. No, he'll be happy. What do you mean? We're fighting for Trump.
Okay, you hear that? We're fighting for Trump. We're doing it for him. This is what Trump wants, right? That's like what you think. You think Trump wants this? No. Trump later comes out and condemns these dudes and goes, no, I never asked for this. Basically, like...
but he did. What do you think?
I don't think he's responsible for the violence.
Did he not tell them? Like he was in a march rally before.
He didn't tell them literally to go storm the Capitol. So he didn't say that. But he created the mentality that caused the storming of the Capitol, 100%. Because if you think your democracy's in shambles, literally every single news outlet, including Fox News, including all the Republican senators, if you think they're all out to get you, honestly, a revolution starts to make some sense.
I mean, and he's been pushing it for a while. I know it hurts.
But then Trump,
even AOC was like, check out his people, and everyone's like, stop it, whatever. But yeah, no, he's been showing these signs, I feel like, for the last year.
Yeah. I mean, but then he comes out and basically says,
immediately deployed the National Guard.
Actually, he didn't do that.
Of law.
Well, he did too.
And order.
The second.
The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy.
This is the sound of all of you guys who I don't know. I feel like there's two different types of people who like Trump, but like the people, like the true Trumpers, that's the sign of him throwing you under the bus. Just
the stormers, yeah, that's
just up, bye. Which is funny because it's a departure from what he actually said earlier on. Earlier on, right. He said this. He goes, "Where's those tweets?"
He basically said, "We love you. Go home." He did say, "Go home." Now,
he goes,
but he's like,
"These are the things that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots." So before they were great patriots earlier on in the day, now he throws them under the bus. He goes, "Y'all are protesters. Y'all are looters. You're rioters. We don't like you guys." Da da da. Before they were great patriots, now you're dead to me. Whatever. So like he's like stabs in the back. So I saw a lot of like big Trump supporters saying on their thing, like, basically, Trump needs to pardon us. Trump needs to pardon us. He's not going to pardon you. Sorry, that's not going to happen.
Well, let him do himself. He just signed one for himself, and someone told him you're not allowed to do that. So let's just see if he can do himself first before he is out for number one, man. And I'm shocked that people still believe this guy. Like, I mean, everyone in his political office, like you look at Michael Cohen, the Italian guy, Scaramucci, all of those guys, he stabbed them all in the back. Roger Stone, he helped at the last second. He gave him a pardon or whatever, or he like expedited his jail time or whatever. But everyone else, like Michael Cohen and all those guys, he just throws them under the bus. Pence.
Yeah, but he's never thrown his. This is totally different. I feel like, Amish. I feel like you're wrong here. This is not what the usual MO, because his actual MO is that everyone who doesn't basically kiss up to him, he throws under the bus. But in this case, the people who are the most avid supporters have been thrown under the bus, and now we're going to go to jail. Like, this guy right here is going to go to jail. This guy baked Alaska.
Hello, U.S. Senate. Yes, we have a fraudulent election.
I love how they're just like so like frat boys though. They're just coming in like they were like, this is serious. We got to go. We got to take it. And they're going like, hey, woo, I'm taking this.
Okay, this is one thing. This is one thing that in the agenda of the media, I don't agree with. I do think that saying it was a coup has become popular. I could not agree less. I think that it's not a coup. It's a bunch of protesters. I think the reason it's been called that is, for one, it's for clicks. But two, it's because, okay, you stormed the Capitol. What else do you call that? Like, that is something you would do during a coup. The problem is that this is not like some masterminded thing from, an Italian war general who has all the puppets under his control. This is just a mindless ragtag of goat head guys.
Have you been to Panama?
No. But first, address that. I mean, do you agree?
No, I'm addressing that. I'm saying, like, in Panama, they have the building where that coup happened, and he successfully took over.
This is the guy. This is the goat head guy.
This guy's so silly. But because coup, Stephen, I mean, coups are not always so organized and proper. Like, coup usually happens. It is like a lot of times a ragtag team just goes and takes the capital. That's what could happen in Pakistan. America's bigger.
I really don't believe
that. But that's how
the
Panama, like, what's it called? Not Panama, sorry, Cuba. There, if you look in it, it's like these guys are rock and roll, dude. They just ran up on the thing. They were organized. They had whatever. These guys, yeah, you're right though. They're not like an armed militia.
No,
they're not
no.
Like an armed group.
They go in because they're pissed off, and Trump did.
Yeah,
but Trump made them pissed off, and so that's what makes me laugh when he's like, "This is what happens when you steal an election." He goes, "No. This is what happens when a president who lost doesn't concede and says that everything has been stolen from him." Blah blah blah. Well, he doesn't actually have the hits. That's the thing. If he had the numbers, if he could prove this, Republicans would be all the way behind him. But you've got Mitch McConnell, the stubbornest Republican on record, saying, no, Biden's the president. Like, if you can't square that in your mind, maybe there's a problem with what you've been told. The fact that the Republican senator who's the least out there for popular appeal, right? He's always getting ripped in the media. Mitch McConnell. So he's not doing it for media points. He literally says, hey, look, Biden's we'll pull that clip up in a second. But I wanted to address this real quick. Some people have been saying that this is Antifa, whatever. Oh, it's an Antifa thing. They came in dressed. Okay, and this is one of the things they bring up as evidence. This guy, goat head guy, he was leading the charge here, and they go, this guy was at the Arizona BLM rally in June.
Right.
Okay, I want to address this real quick.
Wow.
There's a guy this guy's not a liberal. He goes, people keep saying this guy's Antifa or BLM. He is not. Please stop spreading disinformation. I spoken to him in depth on camera in Arizona. He's a huge supporter of QAnon and regularly walks around with a sign saying, Q sent me. How does stuff like this keep spreading? So yeah, guys, please don't spread, fake facts. We got to deal with just the facts here.
I want to see a video of this guy being like, I'm not left, I'm not right, I like a party, goddammit. I want to go out there, I want to see a crowd, I jump in there. That's all I'm here to do.
I'm here for the protest, baby.
I support protests. I like to just fight power. That's what I'm hoping for, maybe.
Can I say?
I don't know.
Can I say something else? Can I say something else?
Yeah,
hey, if you look, I saw people saying, like, look, first of all, the fact that someone died here, very sad. Multiple people. And the officers who died in line, that's the saddest thing of all. I feel terrible for them because they did not sign up. I guess they did sign up, but you never expect that to happen, right? Like, you don't expect something like this to happen. They got put in this terrible situation. They were just doing their job.
Officers died, though?
I don't know how bad I feel for the protesters who died. It's a terrible thing, yes. But is it a shocking thing that you go to a protest, a violent protest, you break into the Capitol building, and you die? Like, I'm honestly, I'm surprised by anything. Everyone's talking about it like it's surprising. The only thing I'm surprised by is more people didn't die. I think you break into the Capitol, you break windows while there's a Senate in session. You should expect that's like a death sentence.
Dude, they're in there. I couldn't believe that the senators were still in there. I'm like, how are these people all not dead? The senators were inside?
Well, yeah, and then the guns had,
oh my God.
The people had guns drawn, and the restraint. I mean, it's shocking. Honestly, it was a good display of restraint. It's because I guess one lady was shot out of, I don't know, 10,000 people or 1,000 people storming the Capitol. That's really.
Are you saying that cops died though? I didn't know that cops died. I thought
I know at least one cop died last night, which is terrible. I mean, like that's really bad.
That's terrible, man. So now that's going to get real. I mean, not
and that's what I've been saying. Like, that's the problem is that you're the party of you kept saying you were the party of law and order. Now here again, I just want to reiterate. So this is Lindsey Graham. There's also a clip of what's his name, Mitch McConnell, that we'll pull up too. But listen to this, guys. If you like Trump, these guys have been with Trump for all this time.
There are people dying.
But literally at the end, they're like, look, you can't do this.
There are people dying.
You can't do Capitol building.
To my good friend from Illinois, to make sure we have a chance to argue among ourselves, and when it's over, it is over. It is over. The final thing, Joe Biden. I've traveled the world with Joe. I hoped he lost. I prayed he would lose. He won.
So Southern.
He's the legitimate president of the United States.
This guy could be a preacher.
I cannot convince people, certain groups, by my words, but I will tell you by my actions that maybe I, above all others in this body, need to say this. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are lawfully elected and will become the president and the vice president of the United States on January the 20th.
So, look.
It's great.
If Trump had the numbers, if he actually had the evidence, these guys have been paying attention. It's been their job to pay attention to this for the last 2 months. They've been paying attention.
No, they wanted him to win.
They don't want... This guy's like, I literally got on my knees and prayed to God.
I prayed to God.
That Biden
don't let Biden win.
I mean...
I said, make Biden lose, God. Please, give us a win. Give us a win. It didn't come through. He's great, dude. I love his accent and everything.
It's so that's the thing, like that. I don't understand how anyone could still be thinking that there's something left to talk about here when all of Trump's allies have all said, anyone paying attention has said, the same thing. Look, here's McConnell.
Requires respecting the limits of our own power. It would be unfair and wrong to disenfranchise American voters and overrule the courts and the states on this extraordinarily thin basis.
How does he keep winning? He sucks.
And I will not pretend such a vote would be a harmless protest gesture while relying on others to do the right thing. I will vote to respect the people's decision and defend our system of government as we know it.
And so he put in the vote for Biden. I mean, again, the most staunch. You cannot call these people rhinos. Amish, I'll tell you. Can I tell you something?
Damn.
I got on Parler last night. Never been on Parler before, but I had to.
Is that like Omegle?
No. It's
chatting,
like Twitter for
random
conservatives. Because I wanted to know what people were
okay.
saying about these.
Yeah.
Like, basically, I was like, surely at this point, you admit that Biden's won. Even if you don't like it, you don't have to be happy about it. But he won.
Yeah.
Bro, no. Everybody who comes out, like, now, McConnell, Rhino, fake Republican.
Yeah.
The second you go against Trump, you're fake. You're fake news.
Yeah. And I do feel bad, like the person who got shot. Like, I feel bad that she got caught up in this. Like, it is like a cult a little bit. Like, you're brainwashed in, and then you just believe it till the end. Like, she was posting all this QAnon stuff on her timeline, and the QAnon stuff is very. I've said this before. It's a very well written conspiracy theory because the stakes are high. And we got to go and we got to get to work and we got to do something. And like when you read it, you're like, damn, this is like a great book.
Yeah.
It's so sad that people think this is.
Hey, by the way, we got
ridiculous.
50 Mexican dollars from, I think that's Mexico. Michael Sino. Amish, do your pastor impersonation.
Woo! Baby, I'll be doing all episode, brother. It comes through naturally from God. It comes through naturally from God.
Come get in the congregation, brother.
Come get in the congregation, y'all.
Yo, what are people saying?
Who's doing congregation on Fridays? Only at the drip. Only at the drip. Hit the
Sure,
subscribe,
Coffee,
tell
and
your
you
friend.
just went on Grindr to see what people were saying. Hey, I just wanted to see what the app was about. Come on.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's really easy to get caught up in a cult.
No,
Izzy,
you know what
you're
I'm
right.
shocked at?
I mean,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
just Izzy was saying it's easy to get caught up in a cult. She's right, man. I mean, we should be compassionate about these people in that sense that, like, I feel really bad for them. That they really thought that, like, we're going to go for Trump. Let's go, guys. He's going to love us. He's going to think we're the best. They're like, he's going to love us. Trump. Ah! Like, they're like getting wasted and shit, running with the guns. And then, next day, they were so sad on Twitter. He even said on Twitter, he's like, what did the guy say? He's like, I can't believe Trump would do this to us.
Hold on.
This
guy, Nick Fuentes, is a big Trumper.
Yeah.
He said, and like, he goes, where is it? He basically said Trump must pardon. Oh, here we go. Trump must pardon all of his supporters who are charged with relation to the Capitol siege. Oops. Sorry. Oops.
No.
Not gonna
It's not
happen,
coming through
Nicholas
for you, baby.
Fuentes, buddy.
No, Nicholas.
Sorry.
No.
And then he got
over.
pissed off. He goes, because then he realizes that Trump's not going to pardon him. In fact, he threw him under the bus. And he goes, people are willing to die for this, man. And he just threw them all under the bus. And by the way, again, this guy is a Republican supporter. Okay, or sorry, not like a hardcore Trumper. That is the only thing shameful about the events of the last 36 hours. Okay, whatever. I'm sure the usual suspects thought this was a good idea. I hope Trump reverses course. No, he's not going to. You are going to go to jail.
Nick, someone died. The saddest thing that happened is that he pulled back the support. Someone died.
Multiple people died. But did I tell you that there's apparently a story floating around that one of these guys was trying to steal a painting from the Capitol, somehow accidentally tased himself, and died of a heart attack.
That you told me, and in the balls too.
Yeah, he died. I was gonna get to that. He tased himself.
Sorry,
in the
were you
ball.
trying to?
I
I'm
was
so
trying
sorry.
to set that up.
I jumped on your line. Sorry, dude.
No. Tased himself in the balls, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Am I saddened? Yes. Am I surprised?
Yes.
No. I'm not surprised. You go to a protest, you might get yourself tased in the balls and you might die of a heart attack. That's what the thing you risk when you go to a riot or a protest.
Especially if you have the taser in your pocket. If you brought the taser, didn't you?
I think he did bring the I don't know, but I think he brought the taser.
Oh.
My guess is he brought the taser.
He brought the taser, right? I mean, you brought the taser. You went to a violent thing. Everyone's moving around. It's jostling. You got a protector for that thing? What's the case? You got to get a taser case, and that's public service announcement number 1 today.
Yeah,
We're
guys, you got to
starting
get a
to
taser case. That is the public
Get a
service
taser case.
announcement number 1.
Public service announcement number 1.
Yeah. Look at this. This is madness. Look at this guy get tased in the face. I love watching this. Oh my gosh. Or sorry, maced in the face.
Oh, that's so sad, man.
They're
also young too. A lot of them. They just sometimes I see these 20-year-olds. I'm like, dude, it's a tough economy. No, I do feel bad for them, man. Even like that they did a terrible thing, but I do feel bad that like they believe this and they're gonna fight and willing to die for it. How sad that he put up the worst thing that happened is
the only thing sad is it's not going to do anything. And the thing you were all whipped up about, wasn't real. Not even the Republicans who've been looking at this forever like even agree with it. It was just Trump who just cannot take the L. I was telling you, this is the Trump where the worst Trump looks is always when he's losing because he's the worst loser. It looks good when he's ahead, but when he's behind, it looks kind of pathetic. This is what I was telling you about. We were talking about Brian Rose. Guys, what do you know about that Brian Rose life, guys?
He's trying to be a Trump, but he doesn't have the zhuzh. That's what I would say. Just first thought that pops in my head. He thinks he can be a Trumpito.
Nah, yeah. Well,
ain't got that.
Well, here's the Trump MO, and this is it's an effective strategy, as I said, when you're ahead or close to being ahead. You go ahead and you title yourself winner before you've won. You go, we're winning. So you've got old Uncle Brian, saying, we're winning, we won.
This is a great tip.
We won.
How many does he have? Oh my God, those are the last 3 videos.
We are winning. Da da da. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy.
You're not on the wiki.
Yeah, he's like the UK Trump. He's running for mayor. He goes, we're winning. Okay, Amish, can I tell you the truth? This guy's in last place. He's in last place. How pathetic is that?
I mean, dude, I don't think he got on the Wikipedia.
No, he's not in the Wikipedia.
London people running for London mayor, not on the list.
Not on the list.
Brian, you're not on the list.
Tonight, I am a happy man. I am smiling. You can see it on my face, ear to ear, baby, because we won.
No, you didn't. You didn't win anything. This is like where the delusion comes in. It's like it's a good look, literally until you lose, and then you're like still saying you won. It's like no. We all know you lost.
Yeah, his whole walk, is like we're winning. He's coming out. He's always striding like nothing happened, dude. What are you striding about?
Yeah.
He really believes in himself. But sorry, I cut you off there.
No. You're right. This is like the same. This is the thing. He's like
the walk is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the walk's ridiculous. Let's watch that walk again.
Hey, I just wanted to check in with everyone and let you know that we are winning. And on May 7th, we plan to move into City Hall and become your next mayor for London.
No, you don't. You're in last place, Brian.
He's not on the Wikipedia, man. You could pay someone $50 and get on the Wikipedia, you idiot, before you tell me anything else.
Yeah.
You know, I got a guy emailing me saying like, hey, do you want a Wikipedia page? $200.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about getting a Wikipedia page in 2021.
What are you doing?
I'm thinking about it.
Get one.
I should send this guy to Brian.
Yeah, I think you'll like this. This is like a funny meme I saw. It's like basically sums up what's going on right now.
Yeah, no.
Which one are you guys? Are you just name who you are? Patrick, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, Squidward. I'm kind of. I said I'm a little bit of all four. Honestly, me right now. But who are you guys? What do you identify with? Are you like Canadian?
I'm definitely the
guy.
SpongeBob.
Oh, you're just concerned.
Yeah, oh no, I'm so this guy then. I'm Squidward then.
Yeah, you're Squidward.
Probably. But these two, it does feel a little bit like the American people. It does feel like a lot of people are in that where they're just like, do you know what those guys did? Do you know what those guys did? Let's go take the cap. Like, I mean, it's just people are just so mad and they're so stuck on their teams a little bit right now.
That's the thing. It's like, look, if you're going to call the other side crazy, and both sides say the other side's crazy, what defines a crazy person? It's the inability to see when you're wrong and the inability to see facts as they actually are. To all the right-wingers who've been saying that the left is crazy, if you do not admit that Joe Biden's won, Trump has kind of lost the plot, you're crazy now. You're the crazy person in the room because you're not dealing with reality. Forever, people were saying Biden's not going to accept it when he's lost. Like the left is going to riot when the protests happen, and the right would never do that. The right would never. Literally, there's a tweet about that.
I know, dude. It's so delusional.
Tommy Lauren, I think she goes, yeah. If Biden gets in office, everyone's going to riot. The right gets in, or the left gets in office. Hey, look, everyone's going back to the work the next day. Hey, that was a lie.
Yeah,
that was a total lie, wasn't it?
That hurts. And dude, it goes beyond even just like the vote. Like there's like, you guys are too wild and out of control. But even, this may be a good transition to PBD actually, because even with PBD, he's talking about like the left is stealing all the votes. The right would never steal votes.
Look at this.
Like he's still on that. Like there was vote stealing and the liberal media should have covered it more. Like, this is what
yeah,
PBD
we're going to talk
saying.
about PBD in a second. Let me read
we'll
this real quick.
but...
If Donald Trump were to lose, he won't. His supporters will go to work tomorrow, just as we do every day. When Biden loses, his supporters will likely loot and riot. Tells you everything you need to know. Hey, this aged like milk, dude.
This is beauty. Like, this is the beauty of conservatives. They're united, they're together, they're strong. But then this is where the other side, where it backfires, because the conservatives do have a strong unity, and they're like, they do have that. I get where they're coming from, even with the like, we would never steal votes. Only Democrats would steal votes. Like, I get what they're saying, or like only they get violent because they don't really love this country. I get what they're saying, but then they're not seeing that when you go so hard your way, that also leads to violence. It also leads to like,
yeah, it's a loop. It's a loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
That's too bad.
Should we talk about PPD? Patrick Bet David?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's kind of what we're saying even right now. Like, he is the delusional. Like, that thumbnail.
No, you concerned me the other day because you go, Steven, I'm getting all my news from Patrick Bet David.
I am. It's so good.
And I was like, wait, what? Patrick Bet David? What? You're like, yeah, he does like basically the news on his podcast. So you go, oh, you should check out this clip. It's called Trump, the Left, or the Media. And it's basically, why did the Capitol Hill protests happen? So he starts off the clip. Would you like to set this up, Amish? I feel like this is your...
I mean, I just love how, like, you get three options. And when you watch the clip, it's like, okay, whose fault was this Capitol Hill thing? Trump? You got three options: Trump, left, or the media. And if you say Trump, I'll smack you. Who is it? So it's like, it's left or it's liberal media. Trump, liberal media, or left?
First of all,
if you say Trump, I'll smack you in the face.
First of all,
watch your mouth. Like,
there's clearly one answer here. Actually, maybe two. Trump and the right-wing pundits who kept siding with Trump for clicks. I don't think that a lot of these like conservative pundits like Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, I honestly don't think they even believed buyed into the vote stealing. I think they literally wanted hits because they knew that all the hits on the conservative side were talking about the steal.
Yeah, stop the steal and all this
stuff. So you had people like, where is he? Crowder. And he was pumping out things like this. Let me show you guys. He's pumping out things like this. Calling all patriots to disobey with a gun.
Yeah.
Stop the steal. And then when it happens, he goes, dang, I'm praying, encourage you to say we need answers from Democrats and Republicans. Hey, you did this. You did this. You created this.
Yeah.
You and Trump created this like whole mess. Listen, sure, the media is also responsible for raising the temperature. But when you deal with an event like this, there's primary causes. And the primary cause is videos like this, calling all patriots to disobey with a gun, and this stop the steal, no retreat. And it's people like Trump saying, hey, they're stealing from us, da-da-da-da. Like, that's the stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what causes it. And look, say whatever you want about left-wing media. Say they're losers. Say it's bad journalism. I don't need to defend them. I think we're better than left-wing media. Right here on The Drip, we're better than them. MSNBC, I turn it on, I'm like, this is garbage. But they're not telling anyone to fight. Even when BLM's happening, they never said,
no, that's not true. I disagree with that.
Oh, yeah?
I think there's some mega hypocrisy here. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Chris Cuomo was on there being like, hey, man, no one ever said protests need to be peaceful. I mean, there's clips from that. What are you talking about?
Okay, fair enough.
But
I mean,
I'll call out the hypocrisy there. I'll say that's not right when you're encouraging people to be violent. It's also not right here. And you got to call out the team that's doing it. Right now, it was the left. Now it's the right. And you got to call them out when both teams do it. You got to call balls, strikes, and that's it. Yeah. But instead, you have conservative like outlets, and apparently Patrick Bet David is one of them, saying like, hey, it's the media. What are you talking about? Let's watch this real quick.
Let me ask you, if you're watching this right now, what caused this? This is my question for you. What caused this? We talked about this earlier. Do you think media is the cause of this? Do you think the left is the cause of this? Do you think Trump's the cause of this? So meaning media, left, Trump.
Look how he sets that up. How do you frame it that way?
I mean, he's the king of his show. It's PBD's show. His name, his logo's right there. He's the lion logo. He like snaps at them, and then it's like, okay, three options. What? Which one is it? 2/3 are left, basically.
Yeah.
They don't see their own bias, man.
Nobody sees their own bias. And I'm sure we don't see our bias too.
Yeah,
Because I say I don't have a bias all the time, and that's like the biggest bias of all. What a weird
says,
flex to be like, I'm more in the center, actually. I am, though. But I mean, I understand that in and of itself is a bias too.
We all think we're in the reasonable center. I mean, we all, of course. Literally, you can't see your own bias. That's what it means. So you can't see it.
If you think it's Trump, if you think it's media, press thumbs up. If you think it's the left, push thumbs down. If you think it's Trump, comment in the Trump comment section, say Trump. I'm curious to know who you think this was, because for us, when you watch this, I want to know who is the number one. The domino. You ever seen the guys that put the domino and all of a sudden one you tip one, 50,000 dominoes. Yeah. I want to know who was the first. I don't want to know the third or the fifth or the second. I want to know what caused things to go. Bing.
Come on.
Yeah. Basically, find any way to make your point.
Question is, what do you mean by, is it the media? Is it Trump?
Look at this guy. This is hilarious.
Clearly, this is on Trump not conceding. And then the media runs with the fact that he's
like scared to say it.
No. Hold on. You're ruining it, Amish.
No. Look how he's scared to say it. He can't say it.
Yeah. He's like, I think it's actually Trump. I think it's clearly Trump. And then watch Patrick Bet-David.
What do you mean by, is it the media? Is it Trump? Like, clearly, this is on Trump not conceding. And then the media runs with the fact that he's not conceding.
What led to this? What
led to yesterday?
Yeah, what led to this?
I like how he's like, he doesn't accept that as an option.
Nope.
He's like, obviously it's Trump. And then Patrick Bet-David's like, you idiot. No, of course it's not Trump. You asked though if it's Trump, the left, or the media. And the guy goes, well, it's Trump. And he goes, oh, God, no.
And he tiptoed to Trump, man. He apologetically, kindly tiptoed. What do you mean? Like, what? Wouldn't it be Trump? No, you idiot, you lefty. They basically just bring this lefty on to shit on him. That's the show.
What would the media have to do with that rally?
Let me.
Exactly. What would the? How?
Well,
I'm asking you a question. Yeah, I want to know.
What are you talking about, buddy? I mean, we just talked about that a minute ago.
He goes, dude. What are you talking about? How could the media be responsible? It was like the rally was right before that was Trump. And then Patrick Bet-David goes, look at how frustrated Patrick Bet-David is that this guy is like calling out Trump. Look at this.
What led to yesterday?
Yeah, what led to this? What led to us being here?
What would the media have to do with that rally? I'm asking you a question. Yeah, I want to know.
What are you talking about, buddy? I mean, we just talked about that.
I'm asking you a question. Yeah, I want to know.
What are you talking about, buddy? I mean, we just talked about that a minute ago.
What are you talking about? So it's either the media or the left, guys. Put in the comments below, who do you think it was? Was it the media or the left?
Or the liberal media?
Or was it Antifa?
The left or the left?
What do you guys think, guys? Because I'm really frustrated right now.
I'm asking you a question. Yeah, I want to know.
What are you talking about, buddy? I mean,
if you thought Trump led to this, you're such an idiot. I'm mad.
Yeah, Patrick Bet-David's like literally like, was it Trump left of the media? And don't say Trump.
Yeah, if you say Trump, I'm going to be so mad at you.
We just talked about this, dude. Don't you know that it's not can't be Trump?
When are you going to learn to stop being a fucking communist, idiot? Hey, stupid. What did I tell you? Like, they treat him like garbage, dude. Matt Stussy, he's like, why is he on the show?
ZM says, out of context, watch the start of the interview. He's frustrated because they discussed this for 20 minutes. We've talked about that. Listen, we watched the interview.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah, we've seen the interview. Yeah. No, but the actual truth is that this guy's right. It's like, yes, you may have talked about it for 20 minutes, but like there is a very simple answer here. And at the end of this clip, I'll spoil it for you guys. Patrick Bet-David basically comes to the conclusion it's really it's the media, basically. He says the media stoked the fire and they need to be held accountable. The media needs to be held accountable, whatever.
Left media too. Let's not just say media. He didn't say it, but it's left media, because what he says is why weren't they taking seriously the votes that could have been stolen? And he says that in the previous clip too. Why wasn't the left-wing media taking seriously all of these voter issues? And in the last one, he's yelling at this Matt Stussy about like, oh, you think you can vote without an ID? Like, he's basically trying to stoke up that nonsense of like, clearly the left steals votes. He even says the left steals, the right wing doesn't steal votes.
Does he really?
He's crazy.
Wait, does he say that?
Yeah, he says it in the last. It is a longer clip. We got to find it. We got to find it for next week.
Yeah, we'll find it. But anyways, all this to say, quite the crazy takes. All I'm going to say about this is, you guys know, this is just another day in politics. And I think it oscillates, like who's crazy. I don't think one party's crazy or the other. I think both parties are crazy. But you got to call balls. You got to call strikes.
Exactly.
And this was 100%. A big L for Republicans. I'm sorry. Hey, or not even Republicans, because I think there are a lot of Republicans who wouldn't agree with this. It was a bad look for basically anybody who voted for Trump. It's a really bad look because it just, this is not democracy at its finest, for sure.
It's not democracy, and there are these delusions that they're living in where they don't let it go. Like, I mean, I've said this before too, where it's like the voting fraud. Hey, this is America, baby. Votes are getting stolen, and that's it. I don't care.
You don't care? All I'm saying I care about that stuff. I think that matters.
I promise you, there's 10,000 votes going this way, 10,000 votes going that way, and like it's nonsense.
Oh, you're saying
remember the
you're
video
saying
we
it's
saw?
like the Tour de France. Like everyone's on steroids. Like everyone's cheating.
on steroids. Everyone's stealing 1,000 meaningless votes here and there. But the one thing I would say is, because conservatives are, I think, hardworking. They're good managers. They get to work, right? So for me, and I've said this before, for every one that the left steals, I think the conservatives are stealing like 1.52, because they got their hustle. They work harder. They're organized. They could call someone up and say, "Hey, idiot, be a patriot and go steal some votes, you idiot." Like, they'll do that. The lefties, commies are lazy. They can sit at home. They're not going to steal votes that aggressively.
Yeah, they're too busy smoking weed.
PBDs.
No, I actually agree with a lot of this. Look, let's just say, because I don't think there's big evidence that either side was like stealing votes systemically. I think that at the local level, yeah, sure, there may be some corruption. I think at like the state level, less likely. Federal level, even less likely. Okay. That being said, you've been a big proponent of this idea that basically Republicans, they just work harder, and I kind of agree. I mean, if there was fraud, who would have been the harder worker?
Who's going to pull it off?
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but the Republicans, they get out of bed in the morning. They're early to bed, early to rise. The lefties, they don't believe in anything.
Yeah. And look, just to make one more point about this election, dude. If you look at how Trump, it's a contested election. I'll give you that. It's contested. It's January 8th. He's still fighting it. John Kerry and Al Gore, they both, same issue. They might have had more of a case than Trump right now. In 2 days, these softy lefties go, I love the country too much to keep this count going, and I'm going to just give it to George W. Bush. I love America. That's it. That's what you do, man. It's nice of them, because they're basically looking at it and they're like, Al Gore literally said, it's going to be so close that it'll make the country divided. So I'm just going to let him have it.
Yeah, but that's not a winner attitude.
That's softy.
That's a soft attitude. That's a loser attitude.
Right? That's not the people that are going to commit voter fraud aggressively. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No. They don't have the stones for it. You don't say, hey, sorry, I don't want to divide the country if you want to commit voter fraud. You can't do that. You can't have you can't hold those two things together. Like, I care too much about the country to divide it, and then, I'm going to go commit voter fraud tomorrow.
Yeah. You can't have these, these two things are like also, you can't want to be the president of America, because this is America, and be so soft that you go, oh, I don't want everyone to fight. It's like, hey, man.
Yeah, you
count the votes.
No, you got to be ready to fight. You got to be ready to basically come to blows.
Yeah. And I don't think lefties are like that. They're softer. They don't believe, like, these guys are aggressive.
No, that's not true. There's a new, this is interesting. Just like the right is fractured right now, the left is fractured. The new breed of left, like, which are like more of the revolutionaries, they're hardcore. They would get down there. I do believe that they'd be like, no, the ends justify the means. The old school lefties of like the Biden types, who they're just establishment politicians. They've been in the game for 47 years. They're corporatists. They're not gonna do it.
No, nothing. They got nothing. But
claims of voter fraud are widely unproven. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen really good evidence of it. Ed, I hope Republican Party is done forever now. It's going to take new shape, because right now it's so fractured, it's so divided. There needs to be some kind of like unifying message there.
This is interesting. Going into 2021, what do you think? Is Trump gone? Is he going to leave? Because I thought 2021, there'd be nothing from this guy. He still got a hit out, didn't he? 7 days in, he got a little banger out, didn't he, this guy?
Well,
what's going to be this year?
So here's
the
thing.
Do?
And this comes to a part that I'm pissed off about, actually, Amish. I'm glad you brought this up. Here's what's actually going to happen. So if you guys don't know, one of the big news that we didn't cover so far was not Tommy Lauren's tweet. It was Twitter blocking the President of the United States tweet and requiring him to delete them. Tweet is no longer available because it violated the terms, whatever. This is the first time they've ever done this with the president. And not only that, they said, look, the next time he breaks our laws, we're going to ban him. Okay. Not only did they lock his account for 6 hours or 12 hours, I forgot what it was. They actually banned him. They're going to ban him next time he does this. Now, I told you, Amish, I think this is the most cowardly thing that Jack has ever done. And let me tell you why. Yeah, I have some really strong opinions on this. They literally have... First of all, I don't think a president should be allowed to be deplatformed. I think that's just that's ridiculous. I think if you want to, block him for 6 hours because he's inciting violence, okay, fine. But you can't ban him. But especially not to ban him in the final hour after getting juice out of him for 4 years. Now you're going to play the hero and say, I'm going to ban him. Hey, he's gone. He's already becoming irrelevant. Don't pretend like you're some hot shot going out. Listen, we're going to take the high ground, the moral high ground. We're going to ban him. You are such cowards. This is so... Look, I told you. Listen, it's like being in a bar fight and being the guy at the very end. Everyone's decked out. You come out, oh, who wants some? Hey, I'm ready to fight. It's like, dude, it's over. It's over? You're not a hero. Great. You waited in the back to the last second, you self-serving douchebag. It's like Twitter's like, future violations of the Twitter rules, including our civic integrity policy, will result in the permanent suspension of the real Donald Trump account. They're setting themselves up to pretend to be the hero. Oh, we got him, guys. It's like, dude, we got him. You've done nothing.
We got him. The charge already happened. Cowards. People have been telling them all year to go for it, and now they find that after the violence happened, a couple people died. I guess that's what it takes, eh? You can't shut it down. You can't shut down people.
You can't shut down
this
the
conservative Twitter you
of
started?
the United States. That's ridiculous. Yeah. What'd you say?
What's the new Twitter you started? You got into today? The new Twitter?
Oh, Parler.
Parler, dude. Parler stocks go up. Hey. Dude. Every time they cut Trump.
Hey, dude, let me say this. They've got more hits than I thought. I thought it was one of these usual platforms where they got 5 viewers. No, they've got millions of views on those posts. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
Our media landscape is so fragmented now. There's basically a right wing and a left wing. I mean, it's sad. Fox News started it. They really did. There's documentaries about it and everything. But then now the left does it too, and everyone's in their own little bubble, believing whatever they want to believe.
Just like you got to call. I like to deal with things as they are now. Everyone goes when this happened, the Republicans were like, "Oh, the left did it 6 months ago." So with the BLM riots and all that, so it's okay when we do it. No. It was not okay when the left rioted, and it's not okay when you riot. So we got to call it when it is. So yes, when Fox News played the we're super partisan whatever in media, I thought that was wrong. But now, who's the actual culprit of this stuff? It's not Fox anymore. I mean, they are still culprits, but the main people responsible for this problem right now in America is left-wing media. Listen, was it Trump? Was it the left and the media? And don't say Trump.
So don't say Trump.
No. But no, I really do believe with the fracturing in the media, who's doing it, who's leading it, it's 100% the lefties.
I mean, look, it's an ongoing thing. These guys started it. The lefties have to do it to keep up, so they're fully doing it.
Listen, you apologize for your team.
But then what about
Crowder? Call a strike. Listen, don't apologize for your team. You go, they had to do it. Because no, they didn't have to do it.
No, I'm not saying they had. They should have stayed
You said
strong.
They had to keep up.
Yeah, they had to. That's their excuse. Is we had to keep up. We weren't getting any ratings.
No, don't.
No. I'm just saying what happened. I mean, look. We can start from. I see what you're saying. You're saying let's just start counting from today. But I don't know, man. I think the media is this beast that you slowly shift it, and it's come to a place now where it's fully fragmented. Everyone's going deeper and deeper into their niche. We could only blame MSNBC, but I feel like it's them. It's Fox started it. They're not really doing it. You're right. This last 6 months, Fox has been very clean. I'll give you that. They've been very clean.
Yeah, they broke from the most popular Republican of all time, Donald Trump.
Yeah. So I'll give you that. They're clean. I do find left-wing stuff is pretty one-sided and garbage, but then you got your Crowders though. And you got the Trump direct channel. That's the thing. The Trump direct channel, I feel like.
On Twitter. And they're about to be removed from Twitter.
Yeah. Look, I get what you're saying. It's hypocrisy because they basically, it's like, hey, we got him, but it's like, you made him. So you made him, and then you got him. What? Like he's famous because of Twitter and media.
And what I don't like is, look, it's obvious now that they were just fulfilling a profit imperative because Trump was great for like their ratings on Twitter. But what I hate is that they shrouded their justification for Trump within like policies. Oh, it was our policy that whatever the president said is newsworthy automatically.
Yeah.
So they pretended like it was a free speech issue. Hey, we're only keeping them on because they were principled. It's not because we're greedy. No. Yeah. Hey, the mask is off. You guys literally kept him on just to make money, and now you're taking him off just to make money. You don't care about free speech. You don't care about anything.
No.
You guys literally care about what gets you the hits today. And it's so obvious because in the last hour, right as Trump is of no more use to you, you go, hey, guys, we're stepping up. We're going to bravely ban Trump. Okay.
The picture of Zuckerberg, of Zucks, I don't know if Zuck's like team put this out or if it was just someone took a picture like this, but the picture of Zuckerberg on the article was like,
bro, what
Zucks
are
was like
you talking about? Our chat's driving me crazy. There's literally no such thing as mainstream left-wing media. What are you talking about? Who is this guy?
Who's saying this?
The Deadly Sin, FG3000. FG3000, The Deadly Sin.
Oh, I mean,
he means it's not true lefty like stuff. It's like corporatism. They lean left, but they lean left.
But here's the thing, Stephen. He's got a point because think about this. Where's AOC? They don't like AOC. They didn't like Bernie. They didn't let Bernie win. Like, are they really left? They're corporate centrists. They don't care about any left-wing shit either.
No, but
they jump on the social justice stuff.
Listen. If you have a right-wing politician and a left-wing politician, who are they going to side with? The left-wing politician. Like mainstream, what he's calling corporate media. They'll always side with the left-wing media. So I would call that left-wing media, wouldn't you? The fact that they're not as far left as you want.
I guess it's fractured now,
fine,
though. Even on the right, look at how on the right you got your Fox. They're like the reasonable ones, and then you got Crowder and all these guys doing it on the internet. I think left is they're basically pitching. They have to do a Biden sales channel. MSNBC was an Obama sales channel. That's kind of what everyone describes it as when he won. They were like, we have direct access. He's going to come talk to us whenever we want. So we have to just toe the line, and support everything he does. That's where the ratings are, right? So I think they're very they're very centrist. Left? I don't even.
Yeah, I
see what the guy's saying.
But it is like Fox. It's like Fox is like center right, but they are right wing for sure. They'll always side with the right wing guy, and then but they want the corporate guy. Like they didn't like Trump initially because he like represented the outside. They wanted like a Ted Cruz in there. They wanted like one of these other guys. But
Republicans in
the
general.
The same
like
thing
that.
with like MSNBC. They want like the Bidens. But believe me, if it was between Bernie Sanders and Trump, they'd be pushing for Bernie, of course.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They work against him in the primaries. If he had won, they would love him. I mean, look at what they did with Biden, dude. They used to rip on Biden. They're like, he's garbage. He's a creep. They were putting out the creep stuff. And then as soon as he becomes like the president-elect, as soon as they make him, like, I guess inside someone decides that, like, okay, we're going for Biden now. Turn off all the negative, and it's just Biden sales channel number one.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like, there are fractures within each party now. Now there's like the Trumps, and they lean more towards conspiracies. Like they tend to be like more QAnon. By the way, I'm not trying to say that all Trumpers are conspiracy. I'm just saying, of the conspiracy guys on the right, they tend to go for Trump. There's also like the old conservatives. Then you got the left, which is like the liberals, and then there's like leftism, like sort of the more like we need revolution, not reform kind of thing. And even within that, there's like divides too. So you could infinitely partition your party until like you say, oh, we don't have any representation. Okay, fair enough. But I guess our point is like whose party, if you could just look at it as a binary, which I know is kind of dumb, but whose party is going to get more like representation in the mainstream media, it's going to be the left.
Yeah, they're basically the Democrat Party. I mean, this is interesting with these conversations because people are always almost getting offended by labels. It's like we got to be careful with the left and right. It's like some people are like, don't say I'm left, I'm progressive. Don't say I'm a liberal, I'm a this. You know what I mean? Or don't say I'm a Trump supporter, I'm a conservative.
But then it just becomes hard to talk about because you're just like infinitely. You can only subdivide for so long before it's like, okay, we got to kind of talk about these within buckets, even if they're not perfect.
By the way, my buddy who wants to come on later, hard leftist, dude. Hard leftist. I remember one time this guy's telling me that the Canadian government wants to pass a law that they're going to give every ethnicity their own holiday. And I was like, what are you, a communist? When are people going to go to work? And the guy, I was like, you're wild for having these theories. But he was saying that it's like the people are flying it in Canada. He's pretty leftist, but went to a bunch of MLMs. So, you know.
Yeah. Hey, man. Are we going to bring that guy on?
Hey, man. We got to bring everyone on. 1:30. He's saying
Amish always says he's bringing people on, and they always bail on us. So I'm not gonna believe it till I see it. So
I can't believe Steve Hassan hasn't messaged us back. He wrote a book about how Trump is running a cult. He's been working in the cult game for like 20 years. I'm sure he'll get back to us.
Yo, talk to the people for a second.
Yo, go get something.
Be back.
What's up, my Habibis? Yo, where my early waiting room Habibis at, guys? Where my early waiting room Habibis at? Love you all. I've just been thinking about you all this holiday season. What are we going to do this year, 2021? I got to go to Texas, right? I got to go to Texas. That's it. But I might need to get married to someone because otherwise, I don't know if I can go. You know, I got to figure that out. So what do we got in here? What are we looking at here? 300,000 people in here. Anyone want to do anyone want to get married? Huh? Anyone want to meet me in Vegas and get married? I'm just kidding. I'm joking, guys. I couldn't do that. But Texas is hot. I think I'm going to go to Texas. What's up, guys? Fubs, looking fresh, Amish. Thanks, Habibi. Kevin Murthy. Yo, Amish. Kevin. I like that you said, hey, I'm doing A on my Kevin. That's great. Kevin. Life of AB. It's 3 a.m. in Australia. Hey, man, thanks for staying up and watching, dude. You got to watch the show. You know what I'm saying? Tell the culture about it. Tell the community about it. I was also just thinking about what is the heart of the show? I do think you guys are all, okay, be honest. You guys have all been scammed by someone, right? Am I crazy to say this? Have you all, every single one of you, because I feel like a lot of you come on the show even, and you're like, hey, I want to tell you about a scam. And then you'll tell us about one thing. And you'd be like, yeah, I'm doing this Forex trading course right now. And that's actually really good. It's like, hey, back it up. Selling a Forex game on here? Back it up. Can't come in here. You know, we got to protect these. You know, that's where you just think like you got to protect the people because they're out there, man. I can't believe, is he back? I can't believe how many of these guys, though, Spence and Nash are both saying, I want to get out of the calling out fake gurus game. Really? I think it's a good game, guys. They never end. They keep coming at him. Fad El Mullah Muhammad Ali. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I want to take my hat off there. ZM got scammed by Ty Lopez in 2015. Actually, one of our secret agents out there, one of you guys is my secret agent, Israel. He actually sent me the login for this guy's class, and he said I could say his name. So, I mean, I didn't really say his name. I'm just calling him Agent Israel. Thank you for your intel.
What have people been talking about? They've been yelling at you? You guys have some respect for Amish.
No, I yelled at them. I said, hey, 2021, no more scams, idiots. Hey, stop it. You can come here every Friday. That's it. Tell your friends too. Do your karmas, support the community, but also come here every Friday.
We're almost done with politics, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're done. I mean, yeah, I think we covered it, everything that we had notes on.
I just wanted to talk about it because it's a unique time, and we got to all be on agreement with that. Like,
yeah,
YouTube chat isn't a place for learning. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah, it's true. But I came on this show on a Trump episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it fits.
The guy has two scams.
It fits.
What do you want to do?
Dude, the people love you. The people love you, Amish. Don't worry about it.
Look, this Trumpy baby is a top con artist. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to talk about him. He took the game. I almost feel bad for you, Stephen, because it's like you don't want to go into politics. This con artist is so good at conning, he got into the politics. Now you don't have a choice. He screwed you. This Trump screwed you. He's making you talk about politics.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's too much.
It is.
It's like it's hard to ignore.
It is hard to. It's hard to ignore when the Capitol gets stormed. I mean, it's like you literally have to talk about it. Oh snap! That boy revolutionaries and simping in chat. Yo, we got a lot to talk about. Listen.
Yeah.
We got a funny bit planned. Okay. So, Amish, should we get into the best bit of the day? I feel like this is the best bit of the entire episode.
Yeah. Tell me.
Okay. So I had an idea.
Okay.
Get ready. Let me bring up. Hold on. Let me bring up some stuff, and let me take a little bit of preparation because this is definitely going to be a clip that goes on YouTube. So I want to make sure we do this right.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Should I take a break
Amish,
for this?
what?
Yeah. Should I take a quick 5-minute for this?
If you want.
Oh God. Okay, this is it.
Okay, so basically, here's the deal.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to do this little segment we call "You Laugh, You Lose," ladies and gentlemen.
God.
But we didn't want to just do that because that's derivative. Everybody does. You laugh, you lose. So I said, what if we did something different? We upped the stakes. We made it a little funner for you guys to watch at home. So rather than you laugh, you lose, I'm calling this "You Laugh, You Donate" to Brian Rose. I'm dead serious. Hey, guys, if you want, you can leave funny links for us to react to in Discord. Try to make us laugh. I've already got some links also put in already. We're going to bring them up. But here's how it works to me. Yeah. It's not just the game. The rules aren't as you'd expect because I want the stakes to increase over time. So, rule number 1. We do not donate if one of us laughs at the clip. We only donate if both of us laugh at the clip at the same time. Okay? So we both have to laugh at the clip. Rule number 2. The stakes increase over time. It's going to be a 20-minute timer. In the first 5 minutes, if we laugh, we donate $5 to Brian. In the second 5 minutes, if we laugh, we donate $25 to Brian.
Beast mode.
From 10 minutes to 15 minutes, if we laugh, we donate $100 to Brian. In the last 5 minutes, Amish, if we can't hold it together, we will donate $500 to Brian Rose. That's dumb sound of effect. But
I'm just letting.
Let me say this right now. Oh yeah, let me get it out. Get it out of your system.
Brian Rose from there.
I wanted to do this because I so desperately don't want to give money to Brian Rose that I feel like it's going to encourage me to win the game. I feel like I cannot lose if the stakes are this high.
This is personal for you. Now, have you seen the clips?
No, it's very personal. It's very serious. Are you going in blind? I cannot enable him to become the mayor. I will kick myself if I let him become the mayor. So, we got to try it out. We got to do it.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question. I don't know if you didn't hear it. Are you going in blind, Stephen? Are you going in blind?
I swear I'm going in blind. I had the editor of the trip pull up some clips, but I did not look at a single one of them. So I'm going into this totally blind. And if you want to post a funny clip, you think there's a hilarious clip, has to be from YouTube, so we know that it's going to be like safe for work, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
send it over. Send it on Discord. We'll go ahead. We'll start watching some of those. But
this is great.
Yeah. Should we start?
This is it's beast mode. Let's do it. Dude.
Okay, so we need to get a timer. We need to get a timer. Hold on.
Okay.
People go, what are people saying?
What is laughter?
I'm already laughing. Where do I send money? Yeah, dude. This is the thing.
I know not laughter.
All right.
I know not laughter.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
I forgot what laughter is.
You forgot what laughter is?
Nope. It's erased.
Okay. All right.
I've erased laughter.
That's good.
It is another thing.
Okay, hold on. Let's put the chat here. Sorry guys, we gotta set this up real quick. Editor, you can just cut all this part out. And now we got to pull up the actual videos.
This is a good game. Dude. We're beasting.
I'm going to need you to hold it together because I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
So I need you to dig deep within yourself to really help me out here because I need it. This is not going to go well for me.
I'm manifesting the non-existence of laughter.
You're manifesting the non-existence of laughter. Okay. Remember, guys, every 5 minutes, the stakes go up. Okay? Just a reminder. Final 5 minutes, $500 per laugh. Ready? Set. Go. All right. Here we go. First clip.
And now it's a hat.
That's it.
That's it, dude. That's the competition right now.
That's the warm up.
Okay, well, good, dude. Good. Not even funny. Not even a little bit funny. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Please don't. Please don't.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're right. They're better than you are. Teach me, but I got 2 shots.
I'm more angry than laughterful.
I'm in trouble. Let me say this, Amish. I'm in serious trouble already. I'm in deep water right now.
$500 to Brian Rose. It cannot be sent.
Well, I know it can't be sent, but I'm in trouble. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay. You think you're gonna crack?
Well, I'm just saying this is not a good start for me. Okay.
Yeah, you're smiling, dude.
I'm smiling
You're
too
smiling.
big. I'm smiling way too big right now. Amish, carry me, please. Next clip.
Let's go.
Story time. So I'm a mid-level manager at my company, so I deal with a lot of hirings and firings, and I just wanted to tell you about the weirdest 2-week notice that we just recently got. Some backstory, this guy's been with the company for about 4 years, and honestly, I don't like him. I don't think he's well suited for the job, but there are some people at the company who just think that he is God's gift and that he is so funny. I don't think he's funny. I think he's pretty racist and sexist, as do a lot of other coworkers of mine. And so a couple months ago, we brought our concerns to upper level management, and they were on board to go through with our recommendation that he be fired. With the catch that they had to have a full company meeting before they could actually go through with the firing. The guy getting fired finds out about this meeting, and he convinces his friends and coworkers to break into the meeting while they're trying to decide if he gets fired and start destroying stuff. The best part, after management decides he's going to get fired, he issues a statement saying he will commit to a peaceful transition of power, and we're like, Mr. President. Story time.
That was the joke?
At my company. So
That was the joke,
I'm about to fire my editor right now. What's going on?
This is okay.
I'm told all the time that my job must be so fun because I get to play with dogs all the time, but this dude has been screaming the entire battle.
So cute. So cute.
Okay. Keep it together. By the way, it has to be a real laugh. It cannot be like, it's got to be a real laugh.
I am not laughing.
Oh no, it's wet. It's wet.
So cute.
Yeah, I'm like watching a cute compilation.
Oh, got it.
Reloading. One's down, one fell to his death.
All right, I'm going to have to call an audible here and start pulling up Discord. I hope you guys are funnier than this.
Let's go Discord. It's fine.
Let's go to Discord. Let's see what you guys are posting.
You know what? Hey man, we're professionals. Maybe are people in the audience laughing?
I don't know.
Look, I honestly maybe we didn't give that Trump guy story enough. But if it wasn't this competition,
I might have laughed at a few of these. But come on, this is not.
I could have given him a not. His delivery and stuff was good. That's why his look was. He looks like a silly guy. The Trump story guy, the glasses and everything. I wanted to give.
All right, here's a clip, guys. Come on, please give us some better stuff than this.
Medium left.
Yeah, I'm done.
Medium left.
I don't know why this is so
Medium
funny.
left.
This is so silly.
Pass medium left. Long.
No, because it's so good because brown people, this is not even a driving class. If you drive with brown people, this is what they do. It's a backseat driving country, dude. It's all nonstop. But this guy's a bad driver too.
I laughed before 15. No, I laughed before 15 minutes. I laughed before 15 minutes. So that was the first 5 minutes. $5. Put it on the counter.
Oh God, to Brian Rose.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god, we gotta stay tight.
I gotta
Let's
get
go.
the laughs out. Hold on, let me just finish this clip because this is the same clip, so it doesn't count if I laugh more.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Who's this? Stop.
Okay.
No disrespect.
Okay.
That's
All
pretty
right.
good, dude.
Sorry, I
What's
gotta
this
get
medium
the
left?
chuckles out.
I've never heard medium left. Medium left.
Samir, you're breaking the god, Samir. You're breaking the god.
You're breaking. Medium left, medium right.
What's funny is I watched that. I've watched that clip before, not because of the stream, but like I watched that clip before, laughed in, laughed again. Guys, we need more submissions, though. We need more submissions.
It is hard to compete.
Stakes have been
with
raised.
these.
We're currently donating $5.
Whew. Sometimes these like viral people, it's like that's the joke.
No, I heard you talking to someone. Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't. I was watching the news.
Watching the news? You don't watch the news.
Yes, I do.
Name one news anchor.
Katie.
Kirk.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I need to just keep playing these editor clips because I'm not going to lose any money.
That would be funnier if he was cheating. Would it be funnier if he was
Forcing
remember
the
that
laughs
documentary
ain't the vibe, boys. Dude, I wasn't forcing the laughs on the Samir thing. What are you talking about? Forcing the laugh?
Whoa. Oh, do we need to get a laugh judge? Who wants to be laugh judge? We get a laugh judge.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Chris Carr, Seymour, Illinois.
Freddie! I think I see him. He's right over here.
Come on, pig.
Piggy. Come on, Piggy.
Nothing. If you see the Bollywood ones, the Bollywood sound effects ones, ooh, they're tight. They go crazy on those, dude. We cannot bring them up right now. You will go. We both laugh and that's it.
All right, guys, if you want to
Watch people die inside? Hey, don't send us that. Watch people die inside. Number 5. Oh, die inside. Okay, emotionally.
Inside. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's nice.
funny. Well, it's nice.
Okay, we about to go on vacation. Where are we going? More money, more.
Oh my god, that's so sad, dude. They're at work?
Again, though, these aren't that funny.
That's not, it's okay. I actually just forgot that I wasn't.
What happened? I didn't even see what happened.
Drop the wedding ring. I think I like that. I like when people drop the wedding ring. That one wasn't good enough, though.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to go back away. Let's see. Let's see if you guys have posted any more clips. Oh, we got some clips here. Yes, finally got some clips. Okay, sweet.
Clips in the drip. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it from the people,
All right,
from
let's
the
see what
community.
people,
You
hopefully,
know
the
what?
people are funnier than this.
We get clips from the community. You guys send us the clips. and then we'll say, hey, we'll do the funny stuff, not you. But
All right.
Before you start cracking on this, Amish, remember, it's $100 to Brian Rose. I refuse.
Meditation. I love attraction meditation. Yes. Believe in yourself. You are a hero. I like it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say, nah, not even close to funny.
Normally I could have given it something, but Brian Rose getting $100? Can't do it. Sorry, guys.
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less will tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing?
Let it out, Amish. I got you.
We need to acknowledge an unfortunate mistake that I made, and one of the teases we bring to you before this program. While we were live, just after 10 o'clock, I said a word that many people find offensive. I'm truly sorry. It was a mistake on my part, and I sincerely apologize.
Good. That's good.
You almost lost it there.
Can't
watching,
say that on TV?
I think I need to make sure not to watch you, because watching you lose it makes me want to laugh. I can't do that.
Yeah, careful about that.
Round one, fight!
Oh!
I got you.
A child.
I got you.
Was
you laughed.
attacked.
You laughed there.
I did.
But I kept it under control. I kept it under
when
control.
When the child got kicked at that, I have to see a therapist.
You think
the child getting kicked?
Think kids getting kicked is funny, Amish?
I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few clips.
I don't know why. That's so sad. Why would I laugh? That's smart. He knows what's up.
Cute. Not really.
Not for Brian Rose. I don't want Brian Rose to be the next mayor. So sorry.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Can't do it.
Not so funny that I can help Brian Rose become the next mayor. So that's it.
Let me link this in chat real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, these are some normie.
Wow.
Guys, let me add the Discord thing real quick.
Remember last week I thought KSI was coming?
Guys, we need funny clips. I want to laugh. Well, actually, I guess I don't want to laugh. Okay, so maybe we don't. That's kind of interesting.
This is so funny. They're helping us, dude. The incentives are
weird here.
They don't want Brian Rose to win.
Yeah, but they want to laugh too. I want them to laugh. I don't want to laugh. I want them to laugh though.
Miami's daily traffic. Coño, me cago en la pinga.
Okay. Kind of reminds me of Simpsons. Remember that South American?
We have
character,
14 seconds. Okay, Amish. Officially, we are at war with our subscribers right now. We cannot laugh. We cannot laugh.
It's not gonna happen. It cannot happen. Brian Rose. We're at war with Brian Rose and his mayoral election. It cannot be.
'Cause I'm having a good time. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't want to stop at all. Oh, mama. Ooh.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
it?
that's it. That's all you got?
Is it going to explode?
Okay. Funny Cat says Alu Akbar.
Oh, God. I'm worried. Please subscribe.
What?
Please subscribe. That was a good one, dude. I'm hurting inside. I have internal bleeding. That's so funny. Brian Rose cannot win. That was a good one.
That was a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Brian Rose cannot win.
All right.
That was a good one. Someone came through on that.
The very
Oh my
best
God.
of Tourette's guy. Hold on. I need to take a second. I need to take a second.
Are we allowed to make fun of this?
Okay, go.
All right. It's pretty good. Who's a fire with turbo? That's our dad! What's your money? Oh, shit! Sorry! Oh, fuck!
I want you guys to be playing at home. I want you guys to be playing at home and tell me honestly how much you would have donated to Brian by now. Tell me honestly.
Oh, say it! Oh, fuck, say it! Oh, shit!
Okay. They almost got me in the beginning. Now it's like I've gotten used to it. I've basically adjusted and now it's fine.
Joey Chang just sent us $5. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Joey.
Thanks, Joey. Appreciate it.
We're just trying not to laugh here, dude.
Appreciate it.
You know,
We got 2 minutes left.
that
2 minutes
Allah
left in the
Akbar
clock.
chant, I'll never forget.
Let's rapid fire. Come on.
Let's come and give her.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Okay, I don't know what it was funny the first
Who
time.
sent this?
I don't know why anyone would do a compilation of that. It's a weird compilation. Strange compilation, guys.
The cat was cute. The cat
help
I did
you?
love.
Call the judge and get some fudge.
Call the judge and get some fudge. Are you okay?
Nope.
No?
You a doctor?
Maybe.
Well, where's your MD?
My dick.
Your DM?
You trying to slide in the DMs? You trying to slide?
Pardon?
You trying to slide in the DMs?
All right, not funny.
You know Twitter.
And there goes the boss of the operation, my father, Larry Wayne Petty Sr. Walking like he old. What's wrong with him? You're on camera. Say something.
Last night and night before, there was 3 women walking down the street that way. I saw them. I said, hey, you 3 women, why are y'all walking down the street that way? There's nothing down there. And they flew away. I said, oh, them was some birds.
What the hell?
Good one. It's a good one. We're close. 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going because that almost got me, but it didn't. So.
Oh no.
The past 6 or 8 months here at World Championship Wrestling has all led us here to this great city of Baltimore and at Super Brawl.
Okay, that's not that funny.
Hey, Bobby, look, I'm American. I think I'll use my credit card. Do you guys have anything non-dairy? Anything gluten-free?
Oh, and we're done.
Oh God! Ah! I have internal bleeding. I think I have internal bleeding. I think I have to go to a doctor.
What a event, guys!
I have a hernia. I think
$5 to Brian Rose. I'll have to. I don't want to start like pulling up PayPal information on stream, so I will have to post proof on my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter if you want proof of that. Oh God,
that was painful at times. That was painful.
Let's look at a few more. Just this is no longer part of the competition. Just as a thing.
Just to see what else. What were the B rolls?
But
what were the
you on YouTube? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching that clip, guys. Hey, if you want to see more funny, hilarious clips, go subscribe to the Trip.
Send it to us. Send them to us, and we'll review the clips. I like this don't laugh thing.
I like it when it's
hard.
stakes.
It
I like when there's stakes because then it's like it's way funner with that.
Look, this is the first time we told them. By next week, dude, we're gonna have clips. They'll make us crazy. They'll have clips.
Yeah. I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Voilà, tous les cadeaux. Ben voilà, c'est Noël, c'est comme ça. Voilà.
French boy gets Mein Kampf for Christmas instead of Minecraft.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Attends, voir. Ah oui, c'est possible que je te l'ai donné. Non, mais c'est Minecraft qu'il voulait. C'est Il m'a dit Minecraft. Mais non, papa, c'est Minecraft.
Ah, that's pretty funny.
That's funny. I mean, some of those were funny. I was hurting sometimes to keep it in. Dude, the monkey grabbing the girl with Friends music, tight. That's pretty tight.
That's hilarious.
Skills around the corner. Walking on fighting side of me. That don't look like it. It don't go down.
Robbie, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Music ruined it. I would have rather that just straight up.
That would have been way scarier without music, yeah, because then it would be real.
We already know we're gonna win.
It's that kind of confidence that continues to amaze people who watch Dylan play, because he's doing all of this blind.
You know how I can't see, and a lot of people think that that a blind person can't
very
play
bad,
football.
Amish.
But this
putting
courageous
it all on me.
youngster has proven those people wrong. On the
Is this a joke?
The music. Okay, good. Well played.
That's so cute.
But the music was really funny.
That is really cute.
And he's a cute kid. You laughed
It's a
at him.
joke,
I didn't.
right?
I never laughed at him.
He can't because his stomach is occupying the area. This man look like he's melting. Are there any bones in his body? I've never seen a fat man make a fat lady look skinny. So this is ridiculous. They ordered 10 boxes of pizza. What
is this show?
Okay. What? Yeah.
What is this
I don't
show?
know what this show is.
How dare you fat shame
Yeah,
this great man?
yeah,
How
this is
dare
a great
you?
man.
No
This is a
fat
great
shaming
man.
here. Excuse me. But that's
shaking hands continues. I was at a hospital the other night where I think there were actually a few coronavirus patients, and I shook hands with everybody. You'll be pleased to know, and I continue to shake hands. And I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus.
This is what happens.
A temperature and
Yeah, of course. You idiot.
Yeah, and this is one of those side effects of Trump. Like, he was influential, man. These guys all got jacked up. They loved him. They thought he was so cool, and they wanted to be that aggressive guy who's like, I'm going to break the rules. I don't care. We didn't even talk about the corona handling. Like, that was bad, too. And this guy...
All right, quit making it serious. I'm tryling to laugh here.
Brother's World of Warcraft account, and he is freaking out.
What?
Oh my god.
I would believe that this was a bobcat screaming in the night.
That's cute.
You know?
Dude, this reminds me of these cults. They bring you in, they do this as a group.
Yeah, this is what I do when I don't make the $10,000 a month they promise me.
This is the Rajneeshis. The Rajneeshis when they get together.
Never come back. I swear.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
Dude, this is literally the Rajneeshi documentary. It's like 500 people in a room doing this with each other and hitting each other and shit.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
I feel you, baby.
You know what's kind of funny? There's some of these that they, like the best ones, they sneak up on you. Like, because if it's like really funny, sometimes you can bring up your defenses. This one caught me, and I didn't even laugh that hard. I was like, oh, that's funny. But it's because
no, you've been trying to not laugh. Like you've been working to not laugh, and they got you. That one got you.
Well, because I thought from the beginning, I was like, oh, I can let my guard down. This is not going to be funny, and they snuck it up on me.
They got you. The cuteness gets you.
Why add music? This doesn't. Yeah, stop.
What's with this music?
I don't know.
Who sent this? Someone sent this?
Someone sent. All these are sent. Don't blame me for. Don't blame me for any of these.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
I love that.
That's funny.
Man, the mashups are so good.
You know, this young man just texted me right now.
Okay, no. You guys Wesley Virgined me. Hold on.
No, that's good. We should do that.
Hang on. That's the biggest laugh of all.
He's so funny, dude.
I'm still me, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply, I call it mathematics. I'm still me, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply, I call it mathematics.
What? Is the ball gonna hit him at the end?
This better get good.
I'm still me, I stay automatic. Money add.
All right, it's not funny. Guys are looking.
Is it gonna hit him at the end?
No, it's not gonna hit. It's not ever gonna hit him.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey. Don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking.
You watch your mouth, buddy. This is a PG show here.
A lot of swearing.
A lot of swearing.
No need.
Red, how you doing? Can I touch it?
Let me just tell you guys, 4-minute clips are almost never that funny. The payoff is almost never worth it.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna send something from a scene or another comic, it's like you're just watching someone else do comedy. It's got to be like,
Barney's
I feel like you
about
have to use
his
like
maker.
clips that are not unintentional.
Hold on, this is gonna be funny.
Barney's about to meet his maker.
Die, you commie fucker!
See, that's funny, and we get it all in 8 seconds. That's nice.
8 seconds, yeah. I don't know. Would that have got you for Brian Rose? Would you give Brian Rose $100 for that? I don't know. But it is a good candidate.
Yeah, it's a good candidate. Oh, we got another one from our editor. Hold on.
Okay.
Zoos are lame in general, though, man. When's the last time I went to the zoo? I went to San Diego Zoo. That line was pissing on everybody.
Dude. If chimps were everywhere and they had full freedom, the way people do, we'd have a fucking serious problem. It would be chaos. You wouldn't be able to leave your house. If there was as many chimps as there were people, you would never be able to get to your car. They would mug you every chance they got. They would rip your fucking feet off and fuck your ass. If you don't think chimps will steal babies and eat them, you haven't been paying attention to the literature. Crazy 800-pound silverback bursting through the trees.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
This is why Joe Rogan's the king, man. He just makes a story out of, I mean, I don't know how that story started, but he's just like, if apes were running stuff, he'd be dead.
It's,
like,
it's pretty funny, yeah.
It's a good, clear.
Time to deliver a pizza ball. Time to deliver a pizza ball. Time to deliver. Dude, I know you. You're right. Let's talk Scientology. Is this a dildo too? All right, just get him out.
Okay.
He's wild. I mean, yeah. Can we really watch other people's sketches and stand up?
Yeah, I feel like you don't even need to.
Yo, you want to check out the Christmas bonus though? I feel like that got you pretty good yesterday. Where you're like, what's the Christmas bonus gonna be?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's finish a few of these and then we'll go.
Oh, they got Brian Rose in there.
What we need is a highly motivated, dedicated individual.
Oh, someone did a guru compilation. I like that. Cardone.
That's good enough. I like it.
That was a good. Hey, I laughed. I mean, I danced.
Can I show you something that made me laugh, Amish?
Show me, brother. Show me.
I'll pull it up right now.
Wow, so someone put a bunch of fake gurus together. That's great. That is definitely right up our alley, though. Motivated, dedicated guy. They had, who else did they got on this? They have Brian Rose. I like the Brian Rose side dancing. His breakdance moves.
If you like that.
Your next mayor. London highlights.
Hey, it's Brian Rose from London.
It's my favorite video ever.
First of all, I just want to say that I am notoriously a tool.
Gosh, what's up with the breakdancing? Give it
I love it.
a rest. Come on.
Yeah, I know. So dumb. Yo, give me 1 second.
Yo, somebody gave us
Someone's knocking on my
$5 to
door.
pay Brian. That's our $5 we owe him.
Oh,
Thank you, man.
thanks.
Thank
That's
you.
a hookup.
Thank you.
Yo, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Let's watch this together, chat, shall we?
And here we go. You don't know me, fool. You disown me? Cool. I don't need your assistance.
All we needed. Listen, this so completes the picture of Brian. He's a break dancer, and now he's a rapper too, guys. Subscribe to Brian Rose's SoundCloud, please.
Social persistence, any problem I got, I just put my fist in. My life is violence, but violence is life. Peace is a dream, reality's a knife. My colors, my honor, my colors, my all. With my colors upon me, one soldier stands tall. Tell me, what have you left me? What have I got? Last night in cold blood, my younger brother got shot. My homeboy got jacked. My mother's on crack. My sister can't work.
Your mother is not on crack, Brian. Sorry, you missed that.
Well,
It's so funny. Come here.
That's hilarious, dude. My mom needed directions.
No problem.
Oh my god. Mom.
Hello. Hi, Amish's mom.
Hi. She needed directions. Thanks, Mom. She's just like knocking the door.
So
Hello?
sweet.
Hello?
So sweet.
Bye, Mom. She needs it. Dude, the iPhone, she can make $1 million.
I love that you lifted
can't
her up.
do the
That's
iPhone.
really sweet, Amish.
They like a lift up. They're like, what are you doing? No. And then they're like, you silly guy.
You silly guess. That's funny. Hold on. Let's finish this, though.
Yeah, dude.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's
all
do it.
with my colors upon me, one soldier stands tall. Tell me, what have you left me? What have I got? Last night in cold blood, my younger brother got shot. My homeboy got jacked. My mother's on crack. My sister can't work cause her arm showed tracks. Madness, insanity, live in profanity. Then some punk claiming they understand me. Give me a break. What world do you live in? Death is my sect. Now guess my religion.
Oh,
colors.
I've watched this so many times that I've literally memorized it.
Your next mayor. Highlight. Put that in there?
Somebody else did.
Are you serious?
These are my colors. Where are your colors?
Oh my gosh.
I'm on Brian Rose, and I'm out of here. I told you. You should have killed me last year.
What? You think you're a gangster, Brian?
Why did he take down Domination, but he left his rap video up? What was What was the movie? Domination?
Supremacy.
No.
You guys forget it.
Supremacy.
My mother's on crack.
Supremacy.
Death is my setting. Now guess my religion. Colors.
What a...
Yo, y'all
So someone else made
should have
this.
killed me last time. Yo.
Joe Whitaker, thank you so much. What a gift from Joe Whitaker. Is it Joe Whitaker? Yeah. What a gift, dude, for finding this and putting it together. Okay, he looks this age, though, right now. Did he just put this video out? When do you think he rapped?
I don't know.
Do you think if you're running for mayor, you go, hey, put the rapping aside, I'm going to run for mayor? You know what I'm saying? Like, he cleaned up Supremacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this looks like last year he did it, or 6 months ago he did it.
Oh, well, Brian's no stranger to this kind of stuff. Where's the
Wow.
part about Brian Rose drinking his own pee?
I've never seen that, but that sounds pretty Brian Rose. I mean, the guy is doing anything for the hits. It's so sad to see. He does remind me of like someone who's like, hey, Trump did it, I can do it. It's not, you don't got it, baby.
Yeah.
You just don't got it.
Yep. I got to find that. Where did he drink his own pee? That was really funny when I saw that.
Like, look, Trump rapped at one point. He did rap, but it was in like Home Alone or something. Like he did stuff, but it was at least something.
Yeah, and it's not just random. It's not, I know.
Yeah. Pizza Hut paid
Okay, I'm
him
here.
like whatever to do a commercial.
Look at this.
London Real World headquarters, waiting for Mr. Timothy Sheaf, and I have a glass of a beverage. This is my own urine, and I'm going to drink it today with Timothy live on the show because apparently there's some medicinal purposes for that.
What?
I didn't realize.
The man's drinking his own piss. That's the
He's become a Hindu. This is they do this in India, man. They drink cow pee and their own. It's like a thing. It might be what ashwagandha. I feel like people think it's like a cure for something, but people do it in America too. It's a big industry.
You know what it is people are so obsessed with going natural that they'll fall for anything. They're like so into the natural movement that they will literally fall for anything.
Well, you know when I'm taking Vince Del Monte's sales church.
Yep.
And when I was taking Vince Del Monte's sales church, one of the things he teaches is like you want it to be a counterintuitive thing. Like you want someone to be like, fix everything with pee, and they're like, oh, now you got my attention.
Amish, I just found something amazing. Somebody so I created my own subreddit, guys, from the memes. Yeah. Okay. Somebody said Coffeezilla on Wall Street. I think they deep faked me. This is my first ever deep fake, I think.
Wow. That's sick, dude. That's
Whoa!
You? Okay. Wow.
This is incredible.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really pissed me off because it was 3 shy of $1 million a week.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired right now.
That's sexy.
How do I give this guy gold? I'm going to give him gold. No, I'm actually going to give him platinum. Forget it, dude. Giving him the platinum for this gym. Dude, what a brilliant. Hey, good job, my man.
At first, I was like, that looks so real. Wow. And but he did put your face on it.
That was really good.
Dude, deepfakes are coming.
It's like a course for suckers, how not to get suckered, and the first lesson is, well, you've already been suckered, so you're a sucker. It's like bizarre. It's like a course.
Okay, so I'm in a little bit of trouble already with my subreddit. My subreddit already hates me because in my last video, I told everybody that they were going to get free gold, and I meant everyone who already had joined the subreddit, but everyone came to the subreddit thinking that they were going to get free gold. Whoa. I didn't have enough gold for everybody.
Right.
I spent $100 on gold, spent it all, had to rebuy more gold. And still, there's not enough for everybody. So sorry, guys.
And now, is this guy calling you like a wolf of Wall Street?
When you come to get your free gold, and he's saying you've been scammed basically by me.
Course for suckers, how not to get suckered, and the first lesson is, well, you've already been suckered, so you're a sucker. It's like it's like a How much more? How much is the gold? You got to give these guys the gold, dude.
It's expensive, dude.
Is it? Gold everywhere.
They're saying impeach coffee.
Oh, dude.
When you post a meme but didn't get the gold that was promised. Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm a businessman just doing business. Okay.
How much gold? How many gold people are there? What are we looking at? 50, and what's the cost? Let's do a
No, a lot more than 50. No, it's a lot more than 50. It's expensive. Like it'd probably be like $500 to give everyone gold. What are you? I don't have that kind of money.
500 Kickstarter? I mean, let the people pay for it.
Yeah, pay for their own gold.
The people can pay for their people's gold. Come on, guys. Let's fork it.
Yo, what's up, Tom Nash?
What up, Tommy,
this
baby?
Is great.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, dude? Yo, where's your buddy? Where's your guy who was like a con or whatever?
130.
All of Misha's friends are so unreliable. I hate to say that.
Hey. True. The guy's coming at 1:30. What do you want?
No, it's true.
Who? Ryan Long? He's here.
Okay, first of all, he showed up late. Then
did he? No.
One of your guys showed up late.
Who showed up late? Hey man, it's a podcast. It's casual. But I told him he can't be here before 1:30.
It's okay. No, that's fine.
And he was in multiple. He's gone to multiple landmark education forums.
Oh, that's
I feel like the people will benefit from this. Hey man. Yeah. No, this is. This is what you get.
I got something to tell you, Amish. It's bad news.
Tell me. What's up?
So remember how we were talking about that guy who greenlines everybody?
Yeah.
Revelino or something?
I agreed with him. I was like, this guy's got a point. Remember, I said, I was already kind of like, stand up straight. You got to stand up straight.
Yeah, so I got some bad news. This man who honestly, I said during the show that he was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I got green lined.
That's it, dude. You're leaning,
I
bro.
leaned
You're
in
leaning.
on my Instagram,
leaned
and I
in.
got green lined.
What did he say? Is he saying divorce? All caps?
No, he didn't say divorce. Well, we're not divorced, so he can't say that. But I'm
does he
losing
predict
attraction, bro. This guy, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This guy probably an incel.
Did he just so he just went off and did this on his own?
Off on his
he
own.
Wasn't joking.
No, he was talking to me. He tagged me in it. He goes, "Hey, Coffeezilla."
He tagged you.
Coffeezilla,
Wow.
you're a cuck.
Wow, that is rude, man. You should like, but that's what he does.
That's what he does. You can't.
Hey, man, you're a celebrity. 230K subs, you're gonna get green line.
It's
Someone's gonna green
fine.
line you.
It's fine. But yeah, I got simped.
You're happily married. Look, man, just because he's saying the green line means one's alpha, one's beta, doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing. Your wife runs the house. It's fine.
Wow,
Nothing to be
Amish, you
ashamed
betrayed
of.
me like that? E too.
No,
Amish.
there's nothing to be ashamed of.
E2.
Well, look, the lines don't lie. The lines don't lie.
The lines do lie. What are you talking about?
The
He
lines
clicked
don't-
out a
Oh,
random
the lines-
clip. What are you talking
facts are
about?
right here.
The facts are
So-
not right here. This man took one clip. This is so unfair to me. This is so.
it's-
wow, Amish. I didn't think
The facts are the green line.
I didn't
Who might
think
have
you would
questioned the green
do
line?
this. I didn't think you would do
Who-
this.
how-
Look at
how could
this.
I question the green
Don't
line?
lean in, coffee break.
I'm saying,
how
dude,
could this
wow,
man-
he posted it publicly. That's so rude.
It's so rude. And this guy
So
has
rude.
his Twitter account private because he's a coward. That's for one.
Oh, so he didn't post it publicly, the picture of you.
Oh, he did. I mean, to his
did, but he-
32,000 followers.
Wow.
Where's this guy? Where did he post it? Let me find it.
He outed. Look, man, you know me, dude. I'm from Canada, so over here, there's no shame in the wife running the show. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing
What are you
wrong
talking
with it.
about?
I'm just
I run
reading
the show,
green
Amish. You
lines.
better believe it.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. This is upsetting that you would say this. You
I feel like
betrayed me.
he's-
You know what? You know what's funny? We
gonna come
covered
in the
we
comments
covered
and be
the-
like,
listen,
well, I'm in
listen,
charge of-
we covered this topic beforehand. I didn't hear nothing. You didn't have the balls to tell it to me then, but then all of a sudden you got all your little fans here.
There are no balls. It's no balls.
And then
It's-
you
the jokes
decide
come
to
from
turn
God.
on
They
me.
don't come from me.
You turn on me.
The jokes come from God. The God sends the message. I'm just a channel, brother. I'm just a channel.
So,
when God sends it,
so
it
God's
comes right.
telling me I don't run the house.
God's telling me that when I look at the green line like this and this is what the green line means. I mean, I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
And there's nothing to be ashamed
This
of.
guy tweets.
What God's voice said is that
Look how
to tell
often
him
this
there's
guy
nothing wrong with
tweets.
that.
Who's the real incel? Okay, I'm trying to find this clip from like 2 days ago, and I can't find it.
Dude, it's fine. It's like wearing a pink shirt. Like what?
It's not.
You know,
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to find a picture. Where are your pictures? Okay.
It's beautiful, dude. Nothing wrong with what you did there. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not. You think I'm not even making. This is making fun of people in Texas standards. In Canada, this is saying, hey, nothing wrong with that.
I can't
So
believe
what?
this. I can't believe this, dude. Where is this clip, dude?
See, it's gone. Maybe he put it on private. Maybe he
I
put it on
think he
private.
deleted it.
Nice.
I don't think he had the balls to keep it up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
I honestly, that's the only thing I disagreed with on his whole thing. Like, I agree with him.
Oh,
one's maybe
here
more
we go.
Okay. Oh, does he have me? Oh, he should do me and you. Imagine he does me leaning into you. I'm like this. He's like leaning in.
Leaning in's pathetic. Then he clips us out. He draws the thought bubbles and he goes, "Why is he leaning in?" It's like the girl, and then the other girl's like, "Pathetic."
Thank you. I love
free
watching our own
ads.
clips.
We're
and
getting
laughing.
free ads
This is
though.
great. This is beautiful that we're watching our own clip, dude.
This is the ultimate form of content recycling.
We're going like PBD level, like believing in ourselves here. We're like, you know, you can't say we don't believe. in
Oh,
ourselves.
this
Like,
guy goes,
great clip.
Amish is leaning towards coffee, the theory in the works. I know, I'm leaning away, and Amish is like this. Who's the real
I know, I said
simp?
that.
I hope you guys are seeing this at home. Who's the real simp?
Why do you think it's an insult? There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay.
Bro, yeah, you're from Lib Canada. I'm from Texas, baby.
I'm from Label
We-
Canada. I know Texas.
Look, in Texas, just like that. This man, look, this man literally, I wish I could pull this into Photoshop right now, because he took the image. Look, this is actually what happened.
He tilted it?
He tilted it.
That's no right. That's not
He
right.
took the
That's not
image.
right
Look,
what he
the image was straight up. We were actually on this leaning bench. We were on this bench that was leaning this way.
Okay.
I mean, it was a weird bench, I understand. But then he took the image and he rotated it. The real image had me going like this.
Okay, can we see what that looks like? Because there's a painting behind you, and let's just see what the painting looks like when you straighten it, though. Can we just take a look at that? Can we straighten it? Because that painting back there looks like it's level.
Let me, okay.
And I mean, I'm not. Hey, I don't want to cause. I don't want to. You know.
All right, hold on. Let me. I gotta pull this up. Yep. All right, we're gonna have to do this, guys.
If he tilted, that's
no.
wrong.
I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm gonna have to pull up the real image before it was tampered with by this guy. Hold on.
He tampered. Wow. So he kept the painting behind you straight.
Come on, where is this thing?
Oh my God. It's fine. I think like, you know, remember even John Anthony Lifestyle. It's like I forgive them. They have their theories.
They know not what they do.
They know not what they do. They have their theories. I don't think it's so, you know, it hurts them to think like this. Really.
Sorry, I've got to pull up Photoshop, guys. I got to pull this in Photoshop.
Who's this picture on Photoshop?
I don't know.
Great.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
That's their main photo. Like that's their Adobe photo.
Okay, here. How do we rotate? Does anybody know Photoshop very well? Rotate. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's weird. I know how to do this on my phone, but I don't know how to do it on the thing. There we go.
This is the true. So actually, she's actually, if you look closely, she's actually leaning towards me. That was the real situation. Is that of course I keep it straight. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but we were on a leaning bench, and I was keeping it 100, right. And she was obviously because I'm the alpha. She was leaning in towards me, and so you can see on my face, I said, I'm in control. That's the real thought bubble. I'm in control here. That's what happened. You believe me, right, Amish?
And the plugs were off too, right? Is that
well, yeah. I mean, it was like a goofy house. What do they call it? A fun house.
Oh, you were in a fun house. This is a mistake.
It's a mistake. By you know what? We can't trust Twitter. Of course, they're going to get it wrong. Obviously.
Let's talk to the Green Line community. Let's let the Green Line community know that this was definitely a mistake. The plugs are crooked, and the painting behind you is crooked.
Yeah, this is definitely fake news. I don't want anyone to be passing this on.
Or you're in a loving marriage and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
You're like, Amish, I'm in Texas. Can't be saying stuff like this. All right, let's. I'd say straighten it out, send it back to him.
Let's move on. What's next?
Let's see if he.
What's next is this man.
Oh, I love this guy.
Okay, hang on here.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I like this guy because he's a man of God. I don't know who you're pulling up. The bonus guy?
No.
Who do you got?
A man from the channel. Guys, if I don't upload in the next 31 days every day, this is what's happening to me. I'm going bald. I told you. Not my eyebrows, not my beard, but I'm going bald. And our buddy, always Marco, went bald. And let me tell you, it inspired me. I've never been more inspired to work in my life than seeing this poor man. This was rough.
Dude, I have when Marco goes live, I have a wrench beside my name. He made me a moderator.
What, are you proud of that?
I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud. Yes, I am.
I'm a moderator too.
I'm very proud of myself. Are you? Yeah.
How about
that? Yeah, I think you went on the show, so obviously you're
Yeah.
It's not a competition. I was just happy to be moderator. You know, I was happy to see a guy. He does the show. I'm like, dude, there's like.
He looks like he just went into the cancer ward. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, he's a beautiful guy, and it's shocking to shave your head.
It just is.
But if we didn't know his hair with hair, he's still pretty.
Not without hair.
He's still pretty.
No. Hold on.
You don't think so? It's a Marco.
Nobody can pull off this. Nobody's ever pulled off this look, ever.
Those lips are luscious, brother. Those are...
Hey, I'm going to tell him you said that.
Those are juicy.
Hey, there you go. There you go. But that's why I'm not going to miss, is because I'm too scared by this clip. I'm honestly scared by this clip.
You were on it, right? Weren't you on a couple days ago?
I was. I went on to a stream.
Sick.
Supported him.
Fun.
Because I support Marco. But geez, this is rough. Baldzillo. Is this bald shaming? No, because I might go bald. Gosh, that would be so bad, though.
No, that's not going to happen.
My head's not shaped right for it. My head's too large. It's too large. I wonder which of our heads is bigger, Amish.
I don't know. There's no way to know over the phone. 2021, I got to come to Texas.
No, actually, I planned for this.
You want to get a caliper? It's very... Okay.
Time to measure it.
It's very phrenology.
Because I think... Okay, so I looked this up because someone was like, oh, your head's not that big. I was like, hats never fit me but maybe it's my head's weird shape. But I pulled out a tape measure.
Okay.
Oh, you can't use that. That doesn't bend.
Hold on. Watch this. Doesn't bend. Watch this. I think. Hold on.
I'm going to say. No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
This is saying 70 inches. That's impossible. There's no way.
Okay, so I'm going here.
Inches. Well,
and then I go.
Let's go around. Let's go around the dome.
1 foot.
Let's go around the dome.
Okay, what I'm doing? Here. Beep. 1 foot. Oh no, it's one exactly.
What?
No,
1 foot?
12 inches. Look, start here.
Oh, you're stupid. Okay.
12 inches.
I am.
What do you think? Your measurement's accurate?
Yeah, way more accurate than yours. 66 inches.
I think this. We might have to get a mathematician. I think this could be accurate.
Oh no, centimeters. 66 centimeters. Sorry.
Why are you doing centimeter, dude? That's not. You're in Texas, dude. What's the centimeter?
Oh, I guess then like 26 inches. That's a lot.
This is inches. 12. Boom. Beep. Boom. Everything's coming out 12 inches on this. I'm like a king, basically. Maybe they invented feet like that. They just measured like the kid, you know? They just measure it and they're like, that's it.
You need a proper wrap. You don't have a wrap.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it with a string or something, I think. Legit.
Yeah.
But no, I love Marco's live streams though, dude.
Yeah, he's funny.
I watch.
Why do you love him?
Okay, you're gonna think. Okay, well, I don't want to sound rude.
Oh no.
I don't want to sound rude, but he does the show like there's 10,000 people, and that is a skill, and it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's an inspiration.
On Marco's podcast.
Hey, I know this is more you, right?
But I'm gonna say this.
More
me. This is all you.
No.
This is all you.
He believes in himself. No, the subscriber shaming is more you. The subscriber shame. What is that? What is he got? 800 subscribers?
I've never subscriber shamed. Have I?
I'm saying Marco puts up the videos, and you need it. It's tough. You need the inspiration. I find the next generation, they're not as into the hits. Like even my nephews, they watch us. They're like, they don't know. I mean, we're getting 300,000. But they'll see a video with like 500 hits with me, and they'll be like, "Wow, 500! Wow!" Like they're, So the standards
Amish, you're ripping on a poor. This is messed up, Amish.
I'm saying he's an inspiration. It's a great show.
I can't believe you're saying that. Listen, Marco, I denounce. What do you call it? When you renounce somebody, I disavow. Amish.
Disavow.
I'm disavowing you right now, live on the
show.
I
love Marco. I love Marco. You know I love Marco. You know I love you. I love Marco.
Sounds like you do.
I go in, dude. I got the wrench.
Saying. Revolutionary Thinking's here to remind me that I subscriber shamed him. How did I subscriber shame? Oh, because I didn't put him in the title. He's mad because I didn't put him in the title.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the hits, dude. You didn't have the hits.
See, I'm not one. I don't usually say it. Marco is still. He's putting it out there. Though. He's working hard.
He got like 200,000 views on one of his videos. He's got the hits. Okay, we'll keep it rolling. Someone told us to keep it rolling. Good idea.
Who's that? Hansen? Wow. Who's Victor Hansen?
Bro,
guys.
Hey.
Guys.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, guys. Nobody wants to hear. I love Marco. I just want to say that. He's amazing.
This is what you call the rip and dip. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to say.
Ajinkia Bori says capitalism, baby. Okay. Rick Owens, $2. Shout out from Austin, Texas. Austin! Hello, Brazil. How you doing?
What is this clip? Lifestyle, lower your standards? What's this?
No, I that one was last week's. Okay. I feel like we have God's little sales rep. The bonus, the Christmas bonus.
What's God's little sales rep? I mean, tell me about that.
Look, he cares about. This is a guy who runs a business. He works hard. He's a capitalist. He believes that he prays to God before he does his work.
You gave this. You sent this to me. You sent this to me.
Yeah, I think about 14 minutes in though, he does the bonus, and let's check it out.
Okay, so what it's called is What I Learned. I made $687K in my first year out of UCLA, not clickbait. So this guy's saying, I'm rich. Now, let me say right off the bat, I noticed it's Richard Yu. I already called this guy out. He was plagiarizing videos left and right. But he just rips off their whole idea and then rewords it for himself. So
does he reword it even? I've seen him just do I thought in the video you showed, he just says the same script even, the same words.
Sometimes, but sometimes he just rewords it a little bit. He
right.
Oh, this instead of this, but it's the same idea. Same structure.
It's so funny.
But let's watch. What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, not a morning routine video. These things are so cringy. These guys pretend like 2 minutes from when they're up, they're out of bed, they're running to the shower. You know you don't. You're like the rest of us. You snooze in. Come on.
687K.
Non-negotiable cold
This is gonna
shower.
suck so badly. Let's get it done. 3, 2, 1.
You're too awake.
I like that. I'm doing that. I'm doing the cold showers though.
Fair enough. Whatever.
I say God is great 5 times in there.
Okay, we're definitely gonna get his copyright claimed here with the Bruno Mars music.
Yeah. You want to go to the bonus? What do you want to do? Or we could do the prayer. He does a prayer on every video, but I don't know if we want to do that.
I'm not prayer shaming anybody. What are you prayer shaming this guy?
I like that about him. I actually like that. What I don't like is that someone's birthday just went by, right? Someone's birthday just went by on December 25th. People give out a bonus to their employees as a respect. They say, I love whose birthday it is. I love JC. I love God, and I love my employees. And I'm doing God's work, so I want to give a little bonus.
Where's the bonus? What's the timestamp?
I think it's like 14 minutes in.
Okay.
So the video is called "What I Learned." I made $687K my first year out of UCLA. Not clickbait.
Okay, so what do y'all think the bonus was?
Yeah, what's the bonus?
When I got in here, I said 10,000 to 25,000.
687K he made. So
to
that's
bonus
fair.
out
There's
3 people. If you're making $700,000 a year, if they're working hard, maybe less than that, maybe 5,000, 3,000, 1,000. Even a $1,000 bonus would be very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what he gives.
Let's see what he gives for God.
Team, we got Lorraine, we got Paul, we got Abby, and Ish, turn on your camera. We can't see you.
I'm just so thankful and grateful to be able to be here on this call with all of you here today. I did want to let you know that in this company, I always try to go above and beyond in terms of providing for you guys. So this year, at the end of 2020, I wanted to provide a...
What's the Christmas bonus, guys?
What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? He made $687K. He loves God.
$700,000. He's got a bunch of I don't know where they're from. I was thinking they were like maybe some Filipino virtual assistants. A lot of them hire people like that.
That's the move right now.
So what do you think?
In terms of providing for you guys. So this year, at the end of 2020, I wanted to provide a Christmas bonus. So everyone on the team is going to be receiving through PayPal $250. I'll be sending each one.
Oh, cha-ching. He put the sound effect.
Listen.
He said, turn on your camera.
I'm not trying to donation shame anybody, but how much is this guy's course?
Oh, thousands. $687K, that's how he makes the money. But
how much is the actual course? And you're giving them
I think
you're
the
giving
move
your
now
whole
is
team
not to tell you.
$250?
The move right now, though, is not to tell you how much the course costs. Because I remember I did Quasi Joe Here's thing. I did his call. And at the end of the call, he goes, okay, so it was actually a great call. It's a great guy. At the end of the call, he goes, okay, so now in order to implement this, we need $8,000. You pay up front, or you can do, and I started laughing, and I remember I broke his spirit. Because he was like,
let me tell you why. Okay, listen, I'm not here to bonus shame anybody. But if you're going to put it on a video as like, you can tell it's a bit of a humble brag because he's filming himself doing it. Hey, guys, I like to take care of people. So you're saying, hey, I'm the type to really take care of my family, whatever. You're the one advertising it. And then you can't even give away $1,000, not even $500? $250? Just lie. At this point, just lie.
Don't say, turn on your camera.
Did you hear the response? They're like, oh, wow.
Is going to be receiving through PayPal $250. I'll be sending each one of you.
I like how he's like US dollars. Like, hey, that's like what? $1 million in your bank account? What?
Oh my God.
It's US dollars. To repeat, US dollars here.
There's this guy who I can't get his video because YouTube's blocking me from copy and pasting the videos. But man, God gives us the best videos. They just manifest. This guy, his opening for his sales video for taking his course, he goes, hey guys, what if I told you can make 7 figures and all you got to do is pay a bunch of guys $3 an hour? And then he puts a picture of them smiling with him where he's like, and they're both his assistants are like,
he's like, I
and
pay these guys literally nothing.
Yeah. What if I told you could make a 7-figure business with $3 an hour? I mean, this guy's probably paying them like nothing, and then it's on top of that, it's like $250. Turn on your camera.
Turn on your camera, guys. Hey, turn on your camera. The people need to see that you're real. $250. This is like, oh, that's funny. Somebody goes, a substantial amount, Pelosi. Yeah, this is like when Congress is like, hey, what do people need? Like $600? What do you guys survive on? $600 to live on?
What do you need? Oh, there's a couple of comments here. Hilarious, $5. I got some input on the Eastern European grandma scams and how my dad caught one of them. Let me know if you're interested. Big fan. All caps. Abundance. Thank you, hilarious.
You know, but
abundance.
I've got to say though, I really got to say, one thing that I considered is that I think he's talking about $687,000 in sales. So he probably didn't make that much money. And so this probably, relative to his net worth, is probably a lot because he spent a bunch on ads, all this kind of stuff. But if he actually made $687,000, it's a scumbag move for sure.
Yeah, and look, let's be honest. Anand, who we saved from a cult, I remember I talked to one of his buddies, and that guy spent $250,000 on other people's classes. This guy, there's pictures of him with Vince Del Monte being like, "This is my mentor, and I took his class, and now you have to take my class." And those classes are like $5,000-$10,000 each. So they're in the system a little bit. It's hard to tell. Real quick though, Sergeant Tulip London Real Army Handstand Division, $4.99. £5 basically. Okay. Is Amish doing any podcasts with Brian Rose yet? And then it's a baby face and it's a rose. Thanks.
Brain Rose,
Sergeant
baby
Tulip
Rose,
London.
yeah. I mean, sure, he probably will. Listen, you tell Amish that you have 5 subscribers, he'll do your podcast.
Wow, here comes the subscribe shaming. Look, I go there, I hustle, I tell people to come back and watch the show, baby.
No, you don't.
Of course I do. I do. I always tell people, watch the show, Habibi.
Amish, are you always joking around? Are you a low-key Christian fundamentalist? Oh, dude, yeah, he's into the what do you call it? The Joel Osteen.
Yeah, I do like Joel. I do. I mean, hey, if the teachings are tight, the teachings are tight, brother. I don't care where it comes from.
That's it.
You know, there's some great stuff in what they call Christian thought.
Yeah, to be honest, both me and Amish are we believe in stuff. You know, I'm a Christian. Amish, I think, is Buddhist, more on the Buddhist side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I hear more Neville Goddard, I mean, that's his interpretation of Christianity.
Goddard?
He's an OG. Neville Goddard. Okay, you know the book review you just did about the guy? You're like, this guy's a con artist. Neville Goddard was that era. He might have taught that guy, and he was just doing speeches around then. But he's very Christian. Like, he talks about how Jesus is in you. You can act when you're in the zone. You're accessing God,
the Most High Universal Source.
You get that Most High Universal Source. I mean, it's just different terms. I find a lot of times. Sufism is similar too, in Islam. Sufism, it's similar teaching, and then the Buddhist, like every religion, it's almost like they have one side that teaches that, and then they have the other side that's like, hey, do your work.
Yeah, I feel like, anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Dude, I'm doing 75 hard right now. A gallon of water a day.
How's that going?
I got to tinkle. It's great, but you got to drink so much water, and then you got to go pee all the time. I'll be right back.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, give me like 2 seconds.
Sorry, guys. We got tiny bladders here on the drip.
Yo.
That's what we call it the drip, actually, because we have tiny baby bladders. And that's just what it is. Sorry, guys. Don't shame us here. Josh is selling stuff. He doesn't give it all away for free, though. LMAO, Joel Osteen is the best. Who got a truck behind him? What else you guys got? Come on, guys. Interact with me here. Come on, or I'm going to put some Alex Jones on. Come on. All right. Well, it's too late, guys. Too late.
I'll admit it. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm going to haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Cut him, skin him, chop his ass up. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I'm literally looking at my neighbors now going, I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. My superpower is being honest, and I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I've extrapolated this out, and I will eat your ass.
I don't care what you guys think about Alex Jones. He's one of my favorite all-time comedians. The man is entertaining at a level that you just, at some point, you just got to bow to the master, dude. This guy is unbelievable. Who does this? Who does that? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Ugh. I love that. I literally could watch that every day of my life. And I do. You missed it, Amish.
What do you watch every day of your life?
My superpower is
Oh, this is a classic.
I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass.
All right, anyway. Sorry, you already missed the dance off. I was dancing off.
Wow, you did the dance without me?
Yeah, well, your baby squirrel.
I'm like
your
Big
baby
Bird.
squirrel bladder was needing to go pee, so I needed to go do something.
Hey, baby squirrel, hard 75, dude. Hard
No,
75,
I was saying
gallon of
I
water
did
a
too.
day.
I did too. My problem is like drink so much coffee, so it's like it's a diuretic. So I'm like constantly peeing.
Yeah, I threw out my back this week too.
What?
I'm getting old, dude.
That's the first sign.
75 hard, but you said you've been throwing out your back.
Okay, yeah, I threw out my back.
Thanks, that made me feel good.
I threw out my back, dude. You know what I was doing?
What were you doing?
Carrying this podcast. I'm just kidding. No, I actually did. I actually did throw out my back a long time ago, and it sucked. You know why? Because your back's never the same when you throw it out.
Really?
I think I was like, I never believed people who were like, yeah, don't lift stuff the wrong way. So I was like, what do you lift it with your back? And then kind of threw it out. Yeah.
I was dancing.
You know what it was? Actually, I honestly believe I'm blaming it all on my parents, because when I was probably, this isn't when I threw it out, but I threw it out shortly after this. When I was like 16, my parents were like, Steven, you need to work for a living. Hey, we didn't raise you to be a lazy POS. You got to learn to work. So we're going to send you. Our friend had a rock yard, literally, where he sold rocks, which is a weird business that even exists. But okay. So he just had pallets of stone. And my job was as a grunt. I was like, literally came in as manual labor. And by the way, I'm not going to lie. At the time, it's not like I was ripped out of my mind like I am today. Not the chiseled man. I was a late bloomer. So I was probably pretty skinny. And so here I am. And the guy's like, he's an old Texan. So he's like, look, you just get this pile of stones and you move it to that pile of stones and don't ask questions why. So I'm looking at this pallet of like 500 stones. And my job literally all day was to be like, set it down. One side of the yard to the other. Needless to say, I learned my lesson. I hated it. And every night I'd go to bed just in pain. Just pain 1000. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, long story short, soon after that, threw out my back. Never been the same since. That's it. And so my parents, it's all their fault, basically.
Right. They try to say, get tough over there. Yeah, okay.
People saying,
wow,
have you bloomed? Yes, I bloomed. Do you not see this masculine chiseled jawline?
I'm cheating on mine. That's real. Yours is all real.
Yeah, mine's real.
I'm cheating. I faded mine and everything.
No. This is all real, baby. All natural, dude. All natural Cubano and German.
Right. So they said, hey, lift up something or it's not work. They shamed you for being an artist, Stephen.
Yeah, they did. They said, you got to work and have some respect. But you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I lasted 2 weeks. At the job.
Dude,
I was begging
I did that too.
I was begging my parents to let me back home. I was like, I hate this. I said, I'll do anything. I'll go to college. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want.
I'll do my homework. I'll do my homework. Yeah,
I
they
swear,
taught you.
dude. I swear.
Yeah. I went to this plastic cutting factory, dude. It was so hard. And it was a heavy work. But it was like technical. Like the plastic sheets would come in, the roll would hit a certain inch, and then you got to cut it, pick up the thing, and move it over. Every time you screw up, the whole machine gets backed up. They're losing money, dude. I went in for a week, for 2 days, and the guy said, please, you got to just take this kid back. Like, he called my mom. He didn't call my mom, but he's just like, dude, I can't. Like, you're just screwing this up too much. You can't do it. He's like, you don't got it in you. You're too soft to be in this plastic.
Yeah, you're
factory.
too soft. So this is what it was. By the way, it wasn't like tiny pebbles. It was like this. It's like large rocks, like stuff you'd use for like that. Okay, this is what the whole yard looked like. It looked like just like this, and literally when pallets would move, you could move them with the forklift, but I wasn't allowed to use the forklift. So if it was like my turn, I had to one by one carry this and just like have another pallet over there and then like move it just one. Boop.
That's what they did in concentration camps, dude. And they would remember the Jordan Peterson story where he's saying in the concentration camps, they made people just pick up the stones from here, put them over there. And they were like laughing at them. They had something up saying like, this is like a joke or whatever. Like they just made him move it over. And then they'd be like, now pick them up from there and put it over here just to demoralize them. I'm not saying you went through that. I'm not saying you went through that.
But you're giving me some sympathy points. I appreciate it, Amish.
But can you imagine? And also this worker, this boss of yours is very like, just put the bricks from here to there, idiot. Like he doesn't want to talk to you or encourage you.
And I was getting paid minimum wage. And I remember thinking, I've got to find something else to do. I cannot do this for the rest of my life. This is just horrible.
No, and I think your boss and my boss at the plastic factory, I think they're both like when they're discouraging us like that, they're basically saying like, just, hey, there's plenty of poor people. Just get out of here. No, like that's kind of what they're doing.
That's not what they're doing.
There's like plenty of people who are desperate for money. They have a kid. They're dying to pay rent. Get out of here, dude. Just pick it up and put it over there, or shut up and go home. Like it's tough, man. You got to. That's kind of how they do it.
Well, actually, when I left, I mean, I know this is a bit of story time, but when I left, I felt a real sense of shame. I felt like I was giving up because I was supposed to last all summer, and this guy was like, he looked at me, and I could see the disappointment in his eyes of like, I thought you were more than this. I can see now that you're just a punk city boy. I thought you had what it took to be a real man.
Wow.
And I was like, look, tell me which direction to tilt to tell you that I'm not a real man, and I will. If you want me to lean in, I'll lean in because I'm not into this rock yard life. I can't do this, sir.
No.
You know,
he shamed you.
And this is the funny thing. There's men well, I know it's like a meme to say real man, but okay. There's people who work at rock yards, and then there's people who work out. I realized that there's a big difference between people who do real like manual labor and people who just like go to the gym for a quick pump. It's night and day.
It's everything. Is just your head of like how you're interpreting it. I mean, one is torture and one is like, come on, man. Yeah, let's do it. They love going to the gym, dude.
Well, no. That's not what I mean. I mean that like going to the gym, you're always doing what's within your limits. But when you're doing manual labor, you just do what has to get done. So I feel like it's a different mentality, regardless of whether you should do it or not.
Well, look, regardless of whatever that guy said, I'm here to say, hey, God didn't put you here to carry bricks, Steven. God wanted you to make videos.
I know, but
that's what you're here to do.
Well, you know,
there's 24
just
hours
that
in the day.
internalized thing of like, I think everybody knows. I know people are like, it's social conditioning. No, I think there's something probably pretty primal about it. That when you see work like that, you're like, yeah, that seems like some manly stuff.
That's noble. I respect the people who do
running
it. Sure.
rocks around, but I just couldn't do it.
I respect them. That's what they're here to do, and that's what they almost feel comfortable doing it. They get a sense of pride from it. Like that's why they're jacking each other up. I mean, maybe they weren't even insulting you like that. They were just being like, hey man, just put it over there. If you can't just put it over there, then you're not going to last. Like they're just kind of like, hey, we like being here. We do this. It's fine. I'm not against it. I'm not trying to shame them for having that job.
No, of course
that's
not.
Cool. That's what they do.
No,
you're meant to do something else.
Yeah, but I felt like I just couldn't take it. I couldn't hack it. I mean, it's not even that I wanted to do something else. I just could not hack it. My back is not made for it. Dan Pena has the testosterone of 20-year-old Mike Tyson. Dude, I've heard stories.
Yeah. But see, then don't you think guys like Pena and like these aggressive guys, don't you find they make themselves miserable a little bit?
What do you mean?
Like, when is it enough? I mean, when are they ever going to be happy?
Oh, no, that's just your cuckery talking. No, Dan Pena's plenty happy.
Of Dan Pena?
Oh, yeah, dude. Don't put your mindset on the bear killer. This is a man who kills bears for a living.
He kills bears. So it's just that he spends a lot of time screaming at people. You know what I mean? And I just don't think that's a good for you or fun. It's a lot of cortisol. It's a lot of negativity.
Dude, look at this guy.
The 50 billion.
No, of course I'm joking. He's crazy.
Yes. He doesn't give a shit, though. That's what
He's almost dead.
Well, yeah.
I think in a way, though, Dan Pena's hyper masculinity is almost its own defense mechanism. I actually think that he does it because I think he's covering up something. I don't know what it is, but I kind of feel that way a little bit.
Okay.
Hello, Joe. My name's Dan Pena. I'm still a formidable force at 6.
I'm a formidable force, guys.
225. And if you think that I'm almost dead and I'm not going to be alive anymore, ask this bear that I killed with a fucking knife.
No, you didn't.
Not too long ago. I'm still a very tough fucking guy. At 71, I take no bullshit in person or on the fucking YouTube. I'm not dead, and I'm plenty alive, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me. I rip people's head off and shit down their...
See, when people talk, you know what? When people talk like this, I think you do care. Obviously, you do, because you're like putting on this whole act.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's like a
You have
certain
to.
meta level to that. $3.99 from AVMU, sending some love to the boys. Heart fire emoji.
Thanks, Habibi. Thank you.
Thank you. I see you.
Yeah, no, that is a tough life, man, because they're hard on themselves more than anyone. Like, they're really hard on themselves. They're like, if you don't get this done, you're nothing. Pena, you're nothing. Like, I was even watching Valuetainment, PBD. He has affirmations. He has vision boards. Like, these guys work hard. They have a philosophy that they're selling. I mean, they're basically like in aggressive sales. So I think the thing they sell is basically like MLM type of like how to be an aggressive salesperson, how to take it. So they need to be like that all the time.
Yeah, but I think you're just going to die of an aneurysm at, I mean, apparently not. He's lived, I guess, 70 years old. I don't know.
Yeah.
My lovely daughter, we're here, she'd say, my daddy treats everybody the same. Like shit.
My lovely daughter, who's done nothing with her life and is completely pathetic.
Never underestimate how wrong you.
What about the porn stars and the infidelities and the payoffs and now he's separating kids from
Dan Pena's like, hey, that's not a problem. That's a feature, baby.
their
And
parents?
you're talking about all presidents for the last 100 years, the same. Kennedy.
What's up with this music, dude? You guys with the compilations, y'all don't need to add anything. We know you're just stealing clips. That's fine. Don't they always they add music and they go, now it's mine. Now I made this. It's like, no. I mean, most of the time not. There's some funny stuff, but like most of the time you're like just making it strictly worse.
Yeah, it's like a
You
little
ought to
bit.
just line, this cement wall. You ought to just line all your parents up there. Cut them down.
See, the gangster rap music fits. You know what I mean? Like, get them people. Like, the classical with him, he's so silly. What's wrong with this guy? He's Brian Rose's teacher too, right?
Yeah. This is who Brian Rose looks up to. He killed Brian's mom, and then Brian's like, oh, I guess you're my dad now.
I
The
guess
fucking
so.
dogs that they are.
Relax, Pena.
Most of the people
Relax. They didn't fake a big buyout, so they're pathetic, or what? I'm a little skeptical that Dan Pena has money, actually, because when you look up the records he talks about, the evidence is scant. I mean, I know
just like Trump.
there's one newspaper clipping from like back in the day, which can you get a press release now? Yes. I think it's like, honestly, if you're smart, you'd get a press release now that was fake, and then 20 years later, you'd be like, look, it's documented. And then the time basically makes it real. I don't know. Maybe he does have a ton of money. I don't know. I've looked up his statements. Seems like he's only recently.
No, they all seem pretty.
It seems like only recently he's gotten a ton of money because of his Castle seminar, but maybe he had all this money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm sure the Castle's a banger. And look, these guys, I find they're unstable. Like, they kind of remind me of like people I know who gamble, where if you talk to the guy, a hard gambler, they just go yeah, I'm up, man. I'm up 100. I'm up 50,000. Like even Anand's friend who's like, dude, 250,000 on courses.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he's like, but I make six figures though.
Yeah, you're right. Javier Hernandez, $5. Coffeezilla has done more good in the world exposing these fake gurus. I support the drip. Can I get a shout out? 100%, man. Javier Hernandez, say hi to your mom and dad for us. Shout out. I don't know how to shout you out. What do you want? But thank you. Shout out to you.
Thanks,
guess that's enough.
Habibis.
Shout out to
Love you. I'm just emailing my buddy. He wants me to email him the link.
Oh my gosh, dude, these needy people.
I was like, oh, today we're gonna be late. When this guy's like, you're late.
Does he have a gun in his hand right now? I just realized this guy has a gun in his hand.
This is what you should do.
Of course he does. He's like, oh my god.
Is he saying off yourself?
Oh my god.
You should have rolled down the inside of your fucking fat mother's thigh, you stupid cunts.
Honestly, if we did this during You Laugh, You Lose, I would have died. I would have been like, this guy.
Yeah. That's honestly funny. It's like the funniest clip we've seen.
He's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
He's crazy,
he's about to have a heart attack. And I don't want him to. I mean, he's content, so.
Don't you realize that? And everybody doesn't deserve to be alive. Who the fuck said that?
Who did this? Anyone hug Dan Pena when he was a kid? No.
Dude. I love the lion video. You ever see that one? I think we saw that before. Such a psycho.
Where's
What a
Dan
hard life,
Pena
man.
pictures? I wonder if Dan Pena sits up straight or he leans in. Let's see him with his wife. Let's see him with his wife. What do you think?
Whoa, this is the test, dude.
This is the test. This is interesting.
This is a big, yeah. No, let's stretch this out because my email's taking forever.
Oh, this man is straight. You know what though? His wife's straight too. His wife is straight up, just like me.
Is erect.
We're both. Look at this, dude. Dan Pena ain't
got a little
leaning in
lean.
for nobody, dude.
She's
neither
got
of them have a
2
lean. They
degree
both lean away. They go.
Oh, she's leaning away on that one, yeah. She is.
Wow, Dan
Damn, dude.
Pena keeps it straight up. I honestly thought we'd catch him. Wow.
No, dude. Dan Pena is like living it, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, a little bit. This is very impressive, dude. I'm looking through multiple none of these pictures he leans. Like he's got I feel like Trump's probably like that too.
Let's see Trump.
straight up.
I mean, I like this guy's test. It's a good test, actually.
It's not a good test. It's not a good test. I reject the result. I disagree.
It's
of
fine.
course.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Wow, this guy won't lean on anyone, of course. He won't lean.
Yeah, if Revelino saw this guy, he'd go, yeah, this guy would never get a divorce. Like, look how
Have you ever
straight
seen
he's standing up.
That's it, dude. Yo, we got a super chat real quick.
What super chat?
I thought I see one on your wall there. Javier.
Oh, he said it.
Javier. Oh, is that old? Oh.
So where's our guy? Is he coming on?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just getting his email. I don't have his email.
Come on,
I texted it to
come
him.
on. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry.
Hey, man, my computer. I got to get a new computer. It's like
looked good
it's
and
dying.
hard.
For what?
For Brian Rose, Dan Pena.
You think Trumpy boy is leaning?
No,
I love this
Trump's
game.
never
Who's
leaning.
leaning?
Trump's never leaning. Are you joking? I'm gaining attraction.
not?
I know. He would literally put, I'm gaining attraction. Wow, dude. What a test, huh? Look at Brian Rose, though. This is super cuck. He's leaning way in there.
I mean, you know what? Pena probably didn't teach him the class yet.
No.
Because, he has
That's
to take
the
the class
difference
with
between
Pena.
Pena and Brian Rose. Pena's like, whew. He's like that.
Yeah, dude.
Brian
Rose,
Rose running on
honestly-
AOL 2.0 internet. I know, it's a joke. We were talking about how he needs to come to Texas and get proper internet.
I know, dude.
Get some.
I'm just like telling my mom not to watch Prices Right. I'm telling my mom not to watch internet, not to watch Prices Right. You know how embarrassing that is, dude?
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, Price is Right.
Turn it off.
Mom, turn it off.
You're ruining it for
Gotta
the rest of
turn
us.
Price is Right.
Seriously. Seriously. Absolutely. It's ridiculous.
Listen, man, we're gonna go to Texas. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, sorry, dude. This.
Yeah, you got this guy or what?
I'm sending him the link, but dude, he's just my thing is too slow because I sent it somewhere where he can't get it right now. Here we go.
Got it. So what were you talking about? Terrorism? You have this clip in here about Brian Rose terrorism.
Oh, it's just Brian Rose. At the end of that video, he goes, YouTube taking my videos down. That's terrorism.
What?
And it's been
Yeah, he just says it in his
like
video.
terrorism, to be honest. Every single day I've been told by that
Dude, you took his videos down. That's terrorism, man.
platform
Come on.
that I am one upload away from being completely deplatformed forever. For me, that's personally 10 years of my life, 6 documentary films, 1,000...
You know what, guys? I know you guys are going to agree with this, but now that I'm donating to this platform, I'll just come out and say it. I'll just come out and say it. You can't remove Brian. I don't agree with these deplatforming things. Actually, I would say it even if I wasn't donating to Brian later. You can't deplatform, guys. You just can't.
No, you can't deplatform.
You can't. It's ridiculous.
Just like honestly, that's where all his credibility comes
Yeah,
from.
it gives him exactly. He gets credibility when you deplatform him. Just let him be crazy on here. It's fine. And let us be crazy.
I mean,
because if we start calling for his deplatforming, next it's us.
Well, the thing about outrage culture is that it's basically like they do something to outrage you, then you get outraged, and then they get outraged that you got outraged. It's a circle jerk. It's just like it's like almost like a pyramid, not a pyramid scheme, but it's just like don't participate, and it won't go there.
But listen,
like terrorism to be.
I can't. That's funny though. That's funny. It's like terrorism, guys. That's ridiculous.
Interview last year in April with Mr. Ike, and it's been like terrorism, to be honest.
Okay. Honestly, listen, what's worse? What they did to the World Trade Center or what they did to Brian Rose?
Brian Rose is, dude.
Terrorism.
It is.
Terrorism.
It is wild that even these Capitol Hill guys, they just see it as like, well, we had to do it. What could we do? We had to do it. You're stealing the election. We had to go. So this guy's like, YouTube's attacking me. I have to fight back.
It's ridiculous. No, it's absurd.
It almost justifies any behavior. Like all of his fundraising is like, well, they're attacking me. So are you gonna give me money or not?
Hey,
give me the money. They're attacking me.
Oh, by the way, I saw this clip. I want to pull this up real quick. So do you guys remember Max Trubisky? He's the guy faking injuries. So I found him. He's actually in a SpongeBob episode. I don't know if you guys saw this. So this is where SpongeBob and Patrick are going around selling chocolate, and then they're about to meet Max Trubisky.
Hey, the first guy didn't count. This is our real first step. Good morning, sir. Would you like to buy some chocolate?
No self-respecting candy bar salesman would be caught.
Oh, sorry, not this one. It's right here.
Time.
Man, SpongeBob is the best, dude.
This guy will feel so sorry for us. He'll have to buy all of our chocolate.
What can I do for you boys?
Hello, sir. Would you like to buy a chocolate bar? We need an operation.
Really? Small world.
This is Max Trubisky pitching his new course.
What's
this is
the
so
matter
good.
with you guys?
We got some
It's when
head
scammers meet scammers.
trauma and eternal bleeding.
Some guys have all the luck. I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. At night, I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep. Oh, no!
No! Quick, Patrick, let's help him. Careful. Put him down gently. Oh, poor man. If there's anything we can do to help you...
This is all these subscribers right here. If there's anything we can do to help you, Max.
Yeah.
One thing, as you can well imagine, my medical bills are extremely high.
You
But
think he
luckily
watched
I'm able
this?
to keep myself alive by selling chocolate bars.
You think Trubisky was inspired by it?
Such a nice boy.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Does my heart good to con a couple of Class A suckaroonies like those two?
That's what Max does.
Trubisky, dude.
That's Max. He's gone doing the money. Yo, we got your boy.
Do you think... Oh, is he in?
He's in.
Okay, sick.
Should we play it? Should we bring him in?
Yeah, man.
$20. I gotta put this up real quick. Thanks. This is my ticket for the Napoleon Hill video. Hopes this shakes up the whole industry. That BS philosophy has held back millions of people over the last century. It held me back since 2009. Encore. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 20 Canadian. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
That is a great video, dude. He is such a psycho, that guy. That guy was a con artist, though. It's legit.
Who was? Oh, Napoleon? No.
The Napoleon Hill
It's all
guy.
documented. It's like, that's the crazy thing.
it's
And people
100%.
are so upset about it. They're very triggered by that. They're like so mad that I dare talk bad about Napoleon Hill. And I'm like, look, dude, I'm just reporting what is out there. Like,
I love the people, like, even with PBD,
Fellas.
I love the people who are going to be like, hey, have respect.
We got a guest,
Oh,
ladies
up,
and gentlemen.
How you guys doing?
Yo, what's up,
up, baby?
dude? Hey, when are we going to see that beautiful face?
Yeah,
Let's see it.
what do I do here? What do I press? Start video. Okay, start in video. How you guys doing?
Good,
man.
What's up, baby? How you doing, buddy?
Sick.
You guys look sick.
Thank you.
Green screen.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait.
It's
Hold on.
a $10 million studio.
This is a $10 million studio. This ain't no green screen.
$10 million
No,
studio.
we're here live. Amish, I can touch him. Look. Amish, come here. Let me
Well,
touch you. There. See? We're here.
Isn't it crazy?
Kiss his hand.
Yeah.
We're actually here. So, now that we're in your living room, what's up? What's up? I heard you got involved in a bit of a scam.
Yeah, I've been to. Okay, so the latest one was
Oh, no.
I've never been involved with a scam, but I've been pitched scams before, and I've also seen how it's done. So the latest one was Landmark Institute
Education?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Code training.
And it was like, okay, so I ran into a friend who I'd known for a while, and this person is like LGBTQ. This person is like a motivational speaker, podcaster, artist, poet kind of thing. So I ran into them with my girlfriend and was like, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you for a while. And then he was like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I thought like this guy would be cool to this person would be cool to podcast with. So I said, we should podcast sometime. And they were like, yeah, absolutely. By the way, I'm working with the Landmark. What are they called? Like Landmark Institute?
Forum. I think Forum.
Forum? Yeah, I thought so. It's like, I'm working with the Landmark Forum now. And I thought that meant like, that was like an arts thing. You know, it's a forum, like some sort of symposium. Some sort of Play-Doh thing. Like you can go and like.
Oh, the Forum, the Landmark Forum.
Yeah. I thought it was like I was gonna give like a Landmark like TED talk or something, and they were like, "You can get it. Have you heard of them? You can get involved with them too." So I was like, I thought it was a gig, you know? I thought,
You're like,
this is
sweet.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, definitely, yeah, let me know. And then he even turned to my girl and was like, by the way, when I'm inviting him, I'm inviting you as well.
Okay.
So it's like, I thought it was like it's like, yeah, come watch the show. Like as I give a Landmark Forum address or whatever the fuck. Sorry, swearing on the
That's
show?
fine.
Sorry,
We don't
no
care.
swearing, right? Okay.
But
So
that's
then
funny though. It's like he gives you a gig. You're like, oh sweet, I got a gig. And they're like, hey, and if you want a gig too,
We'll give it.
come
We
on.
literally give it to anybody.
Yeah, I thought he was offering her like a +1 to my Landmark Forum speech.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a Zoom meeting. So like a few days go by and he's like, hey, are you available on Zoom on this day? I was like, okay, it's COVID, it's gonna be a virtual. I still thought I was gonna be like a speaker.
Oh.
Like it's like I was like, oh, it's virtual, that's cool. This is like how narcissistic I am. And I'm a performer too, right? I thought it was a gig. I thought it was
You
like,
just
oh,
see a
you're gonna-
gig.
Yeah.
You're a comic.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
get
I
on
got
stage.
booked. I got booked for a gig. So, and it's funny enough because I wanted to Google what Landmark is, but I like didn't care enough. But I said to the girl too, I was like, hey, it'd be funny if this ends up being a pitch. Like I kind of smelt it in the air somehow. And it starts, and within 2 minutes, he's like, they're like, oh, like this is our agenda for today. We're gonna do this exercise, and then there might be a break, but we'll probably try to skip the break, and then we'll tell you more about how you can get involved with Landmark if you so choose. So at this point, I was smart enough to be like, okay, this is already a pitch.
Of course.
This is already not going to happen. But I stayed in it because I kind of at that point was like, it's COVID. I got nothing to do. This is like going to kill an hour. It's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Give me material. So let's just go through with it. And it was very rudimentary, like write your goals and write your aspirations. And then like write down like what's keeping you from your goals and aspirations. And I took it seriously. Like for mine, it was like, oh, like finances, organization. I have the motivation, but I don't always like know how to channel it, like stuff like that. They're like, and it felt very Scientology. Like, have you ever been to one of those Scientology? What is it? Not
Audits.
It's like
They do audits,
no,
yeah.
I've never done an audit, but before audits, they give anyone off the street, like they used to stand in front of the now derelict fucking Scientology building in Toronto. It's tax-free, so they can just leave it like that. No one forces them to do anything. It's just like broken windows.
Yeah.
They used to stand right in front and give an Oxford. It said like, "Hey, would you like to do an IQ test?" It's by Oxford University.
Okay.
And I did it once, and it says right there, it's like Oxford University testing, a division of Hubbard Dynetics LLC.
That's
So,
great.
So
I forgot about
I know
that.
it's so smart. It's like
'Cause I
it's
for
like
sure
when
done that.
it's like when McDonald's used to be like the crying farmer, like, you know who uses 100% Alberta beef? McDonald's. And if you Google it quickly, you find out like 100% Alberta beef, a division of McDonald's Meat Co.
Yeah, it's like their
just
corporation,
like all in the name.
No, I remember they used to have B.E.E.F. and it was like
Oh,
it
come
was like B, and it was an
Wow,
acronym for
beef.
something.
It's like really mealworm, but they're like, yes, beef brand mealworm co.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I already kind of knew based on like if you ever do one of those IQ tests from Scientology, basically no matter what you do, the answer is you need Dianetics by L. Ron
Of course,
Hubbard.
of course. Of course.
So like in this, it was like, oh, these things are keeping you from your goal. The answer is sign up for
Scientology. Or
the Landmark Forum.
Right.
And even- it was really sad too because like this person, I'm not gonna name them, but they like had such a cool personal identity that they parlayed into a whole brand and were like doing like motivational speaking gigs and actually getting booked. And it was even like that name, it's like the nickname they went by, the chosen name, that name Institute, or like that name, like this person had their own thing going.
Oh,
and their
name
own
drop
brand.
him. Name drop. Just name drop him.
He has an institute. He even
I don't
has a
know, I don't
spiritual
want to.
institute. I want to start a spiritual institute
like,
too, so I don't know if I can attack
spiritual,
anyone.
motivational, and now that's all gone, and now they're just going by their like given government name.
Oh yeah.
Which is like misgendered, and then under it in the Zoom thing, it was like government name, and then brackets like landmark in junior instructor or something like that. You know, it's like
Wow.
to trade your like lesser but self-made brand for like a peon position in this like cog is like, it was sad to me, you know. It was like I was like, oh, I wanted to reach out and be like, don't do this. Like you have your own.
No,
thing.
and he's gonna tell you, dude, don't worry about it. We can get you in.
Yeah,
the trade
exactly.
hasn't left the station.
So the cool thing was like it was very low pressure. Like I said, right, like maybe once it was like, okay, now like, so they skipped the washroom break, right? Which I'll get back to that in a second. But then it was like, now's the time to decide if you want to keep going. And I said like, thank you, but no. And they were very respectful for it. They were even like, you can like listen to the rest of the lecture or whatever. But I signed up pretty quick. But the bathroom break thing, I Googled them after this. Like a Landmark Institute, I Googled them after. So when they do an actual pitch where like everyone's in the actual venue, one of their things that like a million people have talked about is that they're like, one article was like Landmark Institute Forum, the quirky bathroom break hating like self-empowerment thing. So I guess part of their whole pitch process is they get you in there, they tell you the itinerary, there's going to be a break, and then they always skip the break.
Why?
Like it's part of it. It's like, we don't actually need the break, right? Like we can just
It's
decide.
like a
and we
pickup
can just
artist
power
move on a
through.
cult leader. Like it's basically
Oh,
a
it
cult
is a
move
power
because-
move because you're like,
Power
if you
move.
don't go to the break, that's small, and then we'll get you in for the big thing.
Yeah, it's like so like in this Zoom thing, it didn't really translate, but you could tell they still gave him some sort of script to follow based on having a venue. So it's like he even told us like, we're gonna have a bathroom break at this time. And then when it got to it, it's like no one. It's like literally, it's like a room full of people. It's like no one really needs the bathroom break, right? It's like a test of loyalty to see like who's in it. But it's just me and a guy on Zoom. It's like no one really needs a bathroom break, right? It's like, yeah, I guess. Like I'm in my fucking.
I hate
underwear
that
at home.
stuff. No.
By the way, I'm not
What
in my
am I-
underwear. I just meant that.
Oh, okay. I'm in my underwear right now, so I'm not gonna stand up.
It's but
So
those
that
guys.
that was Landmark. But I have two other scammy culty like experiences. One time when I was really young, somehow my mom like dragged me to this, and it was kind of like, you know those classic like South Park did an episode where it's like you'll go skiing in Aspen, but then like
It's a
they try to teach
timeshare.
you a timeshare.
Yeah.
It wasn't a timeshare, but it was very formulaic in the same way. This was even worse than a timeshare. This was some sort of like invest with us and buy these like, it was pre-Bitcoin.
Oh, great.
It was basically like you're buying stocks, but like it's not registered to like any stock market.
Of course. Unlicensed.
You're buying these like shares in
Yeah.
this thing that has its own ecosystem with like early internet, maybe not even internet, just computer program. But basically, like you buy shares of this thing, and like the graphs all day, it's like it's going up, it's going down. It's like I don't know what it's tied to. It's just like
Nothing. Nothing.
If you hypothetically bought and sold at the right time, I guess you could until they empty the bank account
That's what they all
and
say.
scam everybody
Yeah,
like
of
you
course.
could for a time, cash in
I mean,
and out.
My dad used to buy Vector Vest. It was like this. It was. I know a couple of people who got Vector Vest, and Vector Vest is like this software where you go in and they're like, "Hey, buy this," but it's really just like there's a high percentage
can I show
of
you
selling
guys something
this.
that's like that? Exactly like that. You guys are gonna enjoy this. There's something called Earth2.io. It's exactly like this.
Oh, I've seen that. You buy like,
fake
real estate
land. You buy
in Earth. Yeah.
They're basically
Oh my
saying like, hey, you can get in on the ground floor of Earth 2.0. Hold on, let me move you.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Earth 2.0. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. So this is Earth 2.0.
Is it kind of like Second Life?
Yeah, it's a lot like that. So Earth 2.0.
Because there's people who make a full living on like I have the most famous chain of Second Life pizza stores, and people pay me a fraction of a cent per slice, and I run like 50 locations out of Second Life, and that
Make
pays
a
my
real
bills.
pizza place.
Yeah,
Come on. This is the problem.
Let's watch their pitch. Let's watch their pitch because
Okay,
this is
I love it.
ridiculous.
By the WeWork guys.
Yeah, by whoever these guys are. Okay, chill.
I'm brainwashed.
Yeah, I'm brainwashed already.
I'm brainwashed. It's a great cinematography.
This is better than the pitch they made to Kim Jong Un about a new Korea if they just signed the deal.
Wow.
Okay, that's tight.
It's Christopher Nolan. Very Christopher Nolan cinematography.
Divided into 10 by 10 sections, waiting to be claimed. What they don't tell you is all the prices are arbitrary. They just make up prices for this stuff. And then what good is it? They'll just go to a new site. Like, if this site isn't popular, what good is your land? So people are spending all this money in this thing, and they even have leaderboards for who's paid them the most. So let's do a little calculation. This guy apparently has put in, look at this, $90,000 to the scam.
Oh, my God.
Look at this Saudi guy with 60,000, 61,000.
It's like, guys, do you really think that this is going to take off? No. Who's going to buy into this?
What? This guy put his TikTok handle on it, on his investment. That's crazy.
Of course.
Oh my God.
Imagine bragging about like, I have land on 5 fake planets. I have land on 5 fake planets. I'm a real estate king in Earth 2. That's, yeah, just get into real estate.
Trump.
Yeah, everyone's going to be their own Trump. Get into literally, that's what real estate is. Just be a real estate agent. Honestly, that's what it is. I just went to my buddy's house. He used to be a thug.
$80,000. You have a down payment on.
By the way, people want to know who's the guest. Amish, introduce him.
Oh,
Hey,
what's up? Man, I didn't even do an introduction. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Guys, he's one of my favorite people in the world, actually. We did stand-up comedy in Toronto before COVID hit. We did a lot of great shows together. We did a podcast called White Man's Burden for a minute. But we just did a lot of great live shows. Bandad's been like a veteran of the Toronto comedy scene. We've been doing shows for like years, and very like innovative, interesting shows, like shows that like got written about, shows that people were like, this is a community. He made the community. He said like there's like famous shows like Sonic. He did for like 10 or 12 years or like whatever, but like people were like, this is at a community center. It was like that level of like, it was a great show. And yeah, very good friend of mine. Guys, give it up and make some noise for Vendette Cardin.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Namaste.
Now in Montreal, just moved over there, right?
Yeah, I've been here 8 days. Love it. Amish, when COVID's over, you got to come here. We got to do some talk show stuff.
Yeah, I got to go to Texas too.
Nice. You're in Texas, right?
I'm in Texas. Yeah, my name's Steven, by the way. Yeah, I never introduced myself to you. Sorry, that's how rude of me. I'm such a rude
I know,
host.
me too.
Well, yeah,
I've heard a little bit about you from...
No, I've told him about you. Hey.
What'd you tell him? Also, what'd you tell him?
Also, great marketing scam story. What's it called? The like he just came in so passionate about the story. This is Vandad, dude. He's a train. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame me.
I got one more. I got the best one. I think it's the best
he
one.
bulldozed. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So one time I went for I was looking for jobs, and I applied to mostly stuff in my field, which it's like at the time was like bartending, whatever. But I thought, okay, let's go outside the box a little, applied to a few like random jobs. I don't even remember what the title was for this one, but I think it was sales or something. I got an interview.
Okay.
So I show up. First things first, I already thought something was fishy because it's like in the middle of fucking nowhere, where real estate's cheap, and it's supposed to be like a big company, but it's like garbage office. The second thing that hit me is as soon as I walk in, there's like a million of these like fake awards. You know what I mean? Like Jerry Seinfeld had that great speech where he's talking about like he's making fun. He's at an award show doing a speech, but he's making fun of award shows.
Yeah.
And he's comparing it to like every, used car dealership has a triple diamond jubilee or something.
The JD
so
Power.
They had like way out of proportion amount of awards. Like there's no way you won this many awards in
Like
this
funnels.
the office. It's like it just doesn't add up that you're like a triple platinum gold star fucking
You got to do awards.
recipient or whatever.
You got salespeople. You got to do rewards. You got it.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
there's
a
just all these
staple.
fake rewards. Then I get in there, and it's like, okay, we're about to start. And it's like, okay, like I had been to 1 or 2 legit group interviews, and this is apparently a group interview now. So I'm like, okay, interesting. And listen, I don't remember, it's not too long of a story. I don't remember like exactly how it went, but basically there was one point I remember so distinctly. Okay, so the whole scam was like, at first they're like, you're going to be like some sort of like financial advisor to people, right? Like you're going to help people with their investments or something.
Right.
But in order to do that, you got to sign up for our tools, which let you do it. And that's like $30 a month.
I got you.
So obviously I was like, no, not like paying for a system to.
Do you know who it was? Who was it? Who was it? Amway?
I don't know. I want to say it was, if it wasn't them, it was very similar to that, like, Mega World Financial, or what's that one?
Oh.
Like one of these.
I remember I went to one of these too. They
like a
taught
big
day
one.
trading.
Global
It's
financial.
like
They
a
taught
big
day
one.
trading, but it was like $500 for the
Global
class.
Financial. Oh, fuck. It's some sort of multi-level, right? And so step 1 of the scam is to get some sucker into this $30 a month thing. Step 2, though, like the real way that, because they kept introducing these people, this guy's going to speak, this guy's going to speak, and all they were is like, none of them were like, hey, I'm really good at financial advising, or I've financially advised so many clients that I made money off like the commission. It was all about like, hey, I run like 30 of these locations.
Exactly.
Hey, I run 15 of these. It's like, it's all about like, you got to scam more people in and then open your own where you're like farming these like scammers or whatever.
Yeah.
But the best part, like that's kind of the gist of it. I was already like checked out. I was like, this is bullshit, but it took me an hour to get here. So let's watch this shit show.
You always need to watch, eh?
Yeah,
This guy's
let's
down
watch
to
the show.
watch. He's
But
down to watch.
This was the best part. I don't want to hype it up too much, but this is the part I'll never forget. So he goes like, one guy's like some hot shot. He had probably just seen fucking Glenn Ross.
Yeah.
You know? Like, who's a winner? Coffees for closers. So he did this thing, and it really separated like who's in on, like who knows it's a scam, who's not sure, and who's just a fucking pigeon about to get like railed, right? So he goes, hey, who here thinks in the next month they can make $10,000? And some people are, it's like lukewarm. Some people are like, maybe, that's, hey, like, yeah, like most people are kind of like, yeah, it's not impossible. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you get. Yeah, okay. Like, it's like by applause, right? And then he's like, who thinks in the next month they can make $100,000?
Oh my
and
gosh.
And like maybe 5 people are like, hey, you got to dream big.
That's a good bit. I like
You
that.
got to dream big.
I've been in that bit before.
And
where
then,
they go,
this is the best part. Then he goes, who thinks in the next month they can make $1 million? And everyone except one guy is silent. He's right in the front row. He goes, loses his mind, and this dude, without any joking in his voice, goes, we got a winner. Come with me. We're gonna sign you up right now. We don't need
You're hired. You're hired.
He's like, this is the
You're
kind
hired.
of person we need. You're a sucker.
So it was over. I left. I was like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna sign up for this or whatever. They called me back 4 times.
Of course.
4 times to tell me I have a second interview, and I said straight up, I'm like, I'm not interested. And the guy goes, because at one point I was like, yeah, I found a job. He's like, oh, okay, you found a job, huh? What, you're bartending? Oh, interesting. Okay, so let me ask you, do you want to work forever, or do you want to be, this on the phone, he's like, do you want to be your own boss? I just hung up. I was
Bro,
like,
they're
"That's
not
it."
their own boss. You work for somebody.
Yeah, they're in the pyramid.
You're just
He's in the
1099. You're
pyramid
just
trying to scam his way out by
Yeah.
locking me in.
Well, that's the beauty of the pyramid. Every level is its own business.
You know what's so funny about the be your own boss thing? They're 1099ing employees, which it means you're an employee without any kind of coverage. which it's like,
Yeah.
that's what like Uber does. That's what you do if like somebody's contract working. That's what you do if like you're a freelancer. So it's actually like the best, most secure job is the actual employee. And then they rip on them and they go, hey, don't you not want healthcare?
Yeah. Don't you hate healthcare?
Oh, it's like,
be a real man.
like,
don't you want to give us
healthcare.
$30 a month to start and then more?
Look, and it's not like there's anything wrong with a 1099, but they go, yeah, be your own boss, quit your job. What do you have, a stable job? What are you, an idiot? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's so sad.
The best, man.
That's so sad. I have family like that gets caught up like that. I know a couple of like just rich guys that initially like COVID hit, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they go, quit my job. I'm like, what? That's opposite. They're just so rich. They just went home. They quit their job. They're like, screw it. No 9 to 5. Like people don't want to go to work, and these guys prey on that. They're like, be your own boss.
It's not just them. I mean, it's the whole like inspirational, kind of motivational space. I feel like is involved in this kind of weird thing.
Yeah.
There's this guy Robert Kiyosaki that's been getting on my nerves lately. He's got a bunch of videos like this. Let me show you guys this. This is the one that I hate the most. So
O'Leary just put out one of these.
Here you go. 1 second.
O'Leary just put out a salary is a slave.
No, look at this.
Catcher.
Keep them poor. Robert Kiyosaki, the speech that broke the internet. He says that rich people are trying to keep you poor with jobs.
Kevin O'Leary has one this year too.
Do the rich
Motivation.
people cringe and say, don't?
Oh,
hey, it's your buddy.
Oh, the rich people cringe all right, Brian. Oh, they cringe all right.
Cautionary.
Okay, here we go.
It's growing.
We're back.
It's growing, you know.
We're back, aren't we? We're back.
What up? We back?
That's perfect. I'm gonna pour a cup of coffee for coffee break.
All right.
Okay, hang on. Let me show you guys.
We're back online, though. Technical difficulty, my darlings.
Guys, we got it. We're back. Sorry.
Got it. We're back, my darlings.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Blame it on COVID. Everyone's sucking up the internet right now,
Good.
dude.
It's not my internet connection. I know. Sorry, guys.
You know.
Yeah, you got to blame it on the COVID. But let's watch this. So look at what a liar this guy is. This one sentence triggers me so bad. He goes, Brian Rose says to Robert Kiyosaki, so what do the rich tell you? Don't tell them all the secrets, like keep them poor? And Robert goes, yes.
Do they get mad?
Yes, they tell me that.
Do the rich people cringe and say, don't tell them that, Rob?
Yes. Don't tell people what you know.
Yes. Don't. Nobody's ever said that.
Do the rich people cringe and say, don't tell them that, Rob?
Yes.
Yes. Don't tell them what you know, Robert.
They said, stop the printing press. We cannot let this book go to
We
the public.
We can't have
become
people
too powerful.
freeing themselves from their 9 to 5 jobs.
Who will work in my factories?
Cringe and say, don't tell them that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Don't tell people what you know. Right. Keep them poor.
Keep them poor? No!
My father was the head of education. PhD, all that stuff. I go home and ask him, said, why don't we learn about money in school?
And that's his big thing is people don't learn enough money in school. Like, okay, here's the thing with these guys, all these guys. They always have like a little bit of a point. Yeah, you should learn more about money in school. But does that mean it's all a scam? You should drop out of school, whatever? It's like, no, that's not what that means.
This is obviously a scam. Like the answer is not to sign up for his hocus pocus. But it's also like it's not mutually exclusive that they do want to keep people poor. I'm not saying this is the answer or like he's saying something a lot of people already know. He's not like the first guy to say that, but like there is an inherent interest in keeping most people like kind of subservient and like either dependent on the state or like so low that they can never rise up and they'll be forced to do the
Completely
shitty job.
disagree. Completely disagree. So okay, here's how I feel about it. Look, you got obviously the guy making the thing wants to profit as much as possible, so he's going to pay the minimum wage. But that is different from a conspiracy towards your fellow man. And the reason you do that, by the way, so you can keep margins low and so you can stay competitive, right? Because this is how competition works.
Yeah.
It's like if you're paying employees way too much and they're not worth that to your company, you're going to go out of business. That's how it works. So it's like there is that bargaining process where the employees are trying to get the most. The employer is trying to pay the least for the best quality employee. But that's different from a conspiracy to keep people poor by limiting their opportunities. If you go to most employers, do they want to see their employees do well? Do they want to see them advance? Yes, 100%.
Okay, like, was it a conspiracy? Was it not like like, would it not be defined as like sort of a conspiracy when they were like redlining black people, keep them in this area, less infrastructure, less schooling, food deserts, plenty of, you know, gun shops and liquor stores.
Wait.
They were doing it to black people. Black people, like the majority of them are poor. It's like you just do it to more people.
Look, I'm not saying. I just don't know if anyone's doing it to people, because I find that the richest people are like positive and happy and just trying to do their business. Like they're not out there being like, I want to hurt people, because people who want to hurt other people, I find that they don't make money really like.
Well,
that.
no, and I was gonna say like the racism thing's separate, and there's also, I would say, like a lot of gerrymandering that happened was to get votes. I don't know if I would call that like a direct conspiracy to keep people poor as much as it is to keep your politics in power.
I don't know about conspiracy, but it's a class warfare for sure. It's if you have too many people rise up, get educated, get better jobs, like who is going to do your shit work? You either got to import someone.
Oh, no way. Well, we already do that though. We already do that.
Yeah, but you got to do, like, there's levels to it, right? So the Mexicans will pick your fruit and they'll do a lot of the service, but there's still some things like you got to get someone who's like from here but poor enough to do.
Well,
pay them a little bit better.
But I don't know the part where it's like I'm looking for the deliberate holding down of somebody else in order to keep them under your thumb so that you can like have cheap work.
Maybe they're not thinking of it to that degree. I agree. They're not actively like, yes, keep the poor down. But it is still like, okay, like let's put a barrier to education. Let's pick and choose and bottleneck who has better opportunities as much as we can. Let's kind of keep them out of certain areas. Redlining still exists, whether it's on paper, official mandate or not, like to some degree, just like shitty housing practices, discriminatory. And it's like, you can't just fully take race out of it, in my personal opinion, because it is so much like, okay, not everyone is black who this affects. Plenty of poor white people who get put into these circumstances. Well, but overall, it's like, it's the same, I think, like not as coordinated, like, but like that same malicious intent, I think, would just as well be extended to the poorest of the poor as it used to be reserved for blacks, let's say.
Yeah, I just don't see the malicious intent. I do feel like our culture is like a bit of a pyramid in the sense that there's like there's less richer people, and then they do benefit off of the poor people. But I don't know. There's very few people who are consciously aware of it.
I just have to completely disagree. Well, I mean, I just see what most. If you listen, I mean, you have to believe one of two things, because when you listen to most rich people, they're usually donating to some kind of like.
Can we just define like rich, like, you know, you got a few million in the bank, or like billionaire?
We're
like
talking billionaire, like people who have real wealth. Real wealth. Okay. I mean, we're not talking like you're doing
Koch
well
brothers,
at like.
I've heard them say plenty of sketchy shit. Slavery should be legal if that's like your choice.
What? Okay, I'm not gonna.
You never heard that?
No.
Yeah,
Koch brothers. Yeah, Koch brothers.
The Koch brothers have been like, if someone decides that they want to enter into slavery for a certain prepaid price.
Okay, that's a dumb. Okay,
right.
That's
I know.
no.
You
think it's dumb, but they did say that. Thing.
Okay, I'm just talking about rich people in general. Mega rich people in general are for the raising up of society. Like, okay, for example, I just read Andrew Carnegie's biography for this one video. He talks about the inevitability of inequality with poor people and rich people in a capitalistic society, and that basically he's like, it's basically the best system there is, because you look at other societies, they're not doing as well as America. That was his theory. But he was for heavy estate.
Did he name any examples? Do you know? Like, what era is this?
This is 1900s. He died in 1920-ish, I think. So this is like.
So he's probably talking about like Soviet Union or something. Like, who's he?
Yeah, no, he's talking about like. I mean, I think he was talking about like Native Americans and stuff like that when he was talking. But no, but anyways, he was talking about how do you redistribute that wealth at the end of a rich person's life, and he's like, yeah, you should estate tax them, basically, and give it back to make people like bring people up. So I think that a lot of rich people, you find, they want other people to do better. They're not like happy about the fact that people are poor. I think that's. I mean, you have to really believe that people are heartless to think that. That the majority of rich people think that. I think though, his thinking was basically like, and I agree with this. He's like, you should give it away in your lifetime that's the best option. But then the second best option is just estate tax those guys. You know what I mean? Like nobody should be passing on billions of dollars.
But isn't that gone? Like, isn't that long since gone?
I mean, in America, it's low,
in America,
man.
it's all jacked up because these guys just end up like sheltering it offshore. There's so many ways to hide it.
I would go as far as say I agree with you that like, okay, they maybe do really in their minds want the best for society, but I think they're seeing it as like, well, I was able to go to school and get that good job. Why can't you? It's like, well, okay, like maybe your parents paid for it. This guy is in like $100K debt for it. Maybe you had the tutors and the opportunity and the connections and the this and that. You got your first job through your dad or your dad's friend. This guy's starting at the bottom fucking washing dishes trying to get like an intern position. Whereas like, so there's a little bit of like, it's not tone deaf, but like maybe they're so sheltered. They went to a private school. They're around that. Like, okay, you got $1 million. You still could have cool parents. You got billions of dollars. You're only around this very tight-knit, blinkers-on group that you associate with. And you think like, oh, the success that we all inherently have because we went to school, they should be able to all get it too. So if they don't, it's probably their fault or they're probably...
It's like that manifestation coach. Remember the manifestation coach who's like, I needed $3,000 and I willed the universe and then someone donated it to me or like I inherited.
So what is interesting is that I think that there's like a... I have noticed an interesting disconnect sometimes between the philosophies of some of these guys and what they do in practice. Like what Carnegie said is he's basically like, nobody should be passing on a lot of money to their kid because you ruin them. He's actually like, you ruin your kid, whatever. And he seemed very pro-employee in his book. In the foreword, It's very interesting. The biographer, or it's an autobiography. His whoever published the book was basically like, it's interesting that he said that because he's actually was union busting during his career. And so they're like, how does that square? It's interesting when people write autobiographies, they tend to put themselves in the best possible light. So yeah, I get that. At the end of the day though, I think if you polled most rich people, they want people to rise up. Like they want people to move from their station to a better station.
They believe in abundance.
No, yeah. I mean, that like literally their thinking is like, yeah, you can make your life better. I made my life better. And it may be a little unfair because maybe there are like societal pressures or whatever. But I think that even a lot of those people, they're like into those programs. I think it is just hard though some of these issues are intractable problems. I mean, you can't just like throw money into poor communities and expect them to all of a sudden magically do better overnight. Money's required, but we've proven that just throwing money at problems doesn't necessarily solve it immediately.
Yeah, no, it needs our loving attention. It needs someone to be passionate and work on it full time, which does cost money, but money's not the thing. It's not, you don't just throw money at problems.
And also,
it
it's like that itself is so frustrating. Like a lot of these teachers, you hear stories about like they are idealistic when they start out. They go to these inner city schools and then they just feel lost because they're maybe teaching 8th grade, but all the way up to then, these kids have been passed on. And by the time they get to 8th grade, half the kids can't read in the school. My mom taught in inner city. Like literally, you should have read the papers that she was sent. These kids, they're illiterate. It's very sad. But it's like in the worst, poorest neighborhood, and a lot of these kids were white. It's just like it's a poverty thing. It's like it's
a poverty thing. It's white or black. Like their dad's probably locked up. There's a lot of single family households.
Yeah.
Like mom's working 2 jobs, doesn't have time to go over homework. Like there's a lot of, you know what I mean? What's in the neighborhood? There's like, you can sell some drugs and get out. Maybe you get a basketball thing, or you're fucking working at Wendy's, you know?
The cops are extra tough too. The cops are more violent.
If you're around people who have like tons of success and opportunity, even if you're a fuck up, some of it's going to rub off on you. If you're around just despair and gloom and gunshots, even if you're not like born like thug killer, like you might end up in a little bit of crime.
Yeah, and that's the really tough thing, and that's what I'm saying is like not only is money not like it's like really hard to just throw money at it, it's also just really hard to throw people at it because you have to build infrastructure all the way to solve the problem. It's not just you build it at like 8th grade or in high school. You have to build it from literally the time they start, and you have to help all the way down the line in order to pull them up, basically. And then a lot of people give up and they go, oh, well, then just pick yourself up by your bootstraps, like, or just fail. And that's, I think, a bad attitude too.
I like what you're saying about like these people sort of like writing one thing or saying one thing, and that's like the quote they're remembered for, but then their real life is totally different. So it's like Andrew Carnegie's like, oh, you know, capitalism's not perfect, but it's the only one that worked compared to these natives who we displaced and killed. Or it's like compared to what? The Soviet Union, who you're like betraying and like sabotaging on like every opportunity. It's like, oh, they didn't, like, people like Churchill would be like, oh, capitalism, or not capitalism, democracy's not the best, but it's better, it's the best of the worst, or it's the best option we have. It's like, hey, weren't you like imperial colonializing like all these countries and just like
there is the MLMs. Like the MLMs are they're to me very sneaky under capitalism. Yeah, I guess there are some people giving the capitalism a bad name. Steven, what do you want to say, Steven? Steven's from Texas.
Democracy's so great. Watch while we like rule over these people with our king. Like, you're not even a democracy, bro. Like, what do you even?
So I am like. Here's the thing. I'm definitely one of these guys who believes in the capitalism propaganda. I'm all into it. Here's why. Listen, your ideology has to interface with human nature. Okay. I think we can agree on that. We can conceive of a perfect universe, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, it has to interface with how our brains work, because at the end of the day, people make decisions for the collective, but humans are very individualistic and selfish. So you have to make a society that interfaces with human selfishness in a way that's intelligent. And my problem with a lot of and it depends, obviously, because America's not even like pure free market. I mean, we're not even pure free market. There's elements of like that, like social net, all that stuff. I think the real debate to be had is, okay, how much of a social net before you start discouraging the competition, before you start discouraging that work. And I see people say, oh, no. What are you talking about? People just do their work either way. I don't believe that. I think most people who are high.
Well, we have to change the nature of work. Like, work as we know it is kind of.
But you have to. How
between automation and COVID?
But wait. You have to have work go to the places where the work is needed. If you change work and everyone just like does art because art is fun and we all enjoy like playing music or whatever, that's great. But you're not putting your energy towards the places that like we need to survive. So how do you assign that labor? Like the free market does it with demand. You assign that labor towards the right places with demand. How do you assign it if you're in a socialistic society where people are just kind of deciding for themselves? I would decide for myself, I'd become a professional keyboard player and I would just sing and play keyboard and do whatever.
No, YouTuber. You do YouTube. You're doing it.
I like playing shit.
You're doing it right now. You're doing YouTube.
You're doing it. Okay, but there is false demand in capitalist society too. It's like, oh, we need 18 types of mustard and we need like all this food for every food court to be able to serve an army. And we know that we're going to throw like 80% of it out each day, but still make our profit margin. Like it's inherently wasteful on a massive scale.
I mean,
like people
why?
Wait,
but you'd rather only have one option of everything?
No, but why does it have to be like too many or one? Like there's no middle ground. Like we can have.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if like you go to Cuba. And there was like some like shots from the grocery store. They literally have like one brand of olives.
Yes, we know about the Baron. Yeah, but it's
well, no, like, I'm half Cuban. Okay, I'm half Cuban, so I'm not just like bringing that up as like a side.
Yeah, but what about the American embargo on them though? Americans don't let anything go.
Yeah, they have an embargo. They're not allowed to bring anything in. And then you're like, look at these socialists with only one option. It's like, communists. Okay, so let them look at these communists with only one option to bring in only one option in the port that we block. Like it's like you're creating your own boogeyman. You guys block their port; they can't import anything from you, and then you're like, "Oh, they don't have They don't have 18
from
flavors
us.
of
Wait,
Cheetos like
trading
we do?
From us?
Yeah, they're on embargo,
but not from everybody. They can trade with whoever they want.
Yeah, but funny, like you make like you're where all the Cheetos come from, all the flavors
right. Capitalism is where all the choice comes from. That's right.
But no, their embargo I think goes beyond America.
But they can be socialist and still have all those flavors of mustard if you just let them buy it from you.
No, they don't have the output.
It's not because they don't have
the output. They just don't have the output as it is. They don't have enough stuff to give. They do cigars. I mean, like, look, I wish we produced more. We produce like cigars and that's it, and a few fruit. It's like we don't do enough. Look, back when
I'd say it's a combination.
Back when my grandparents were there,
Russia,
they had both my grandparents had gigantic houses. They were doing super well. They watched as it fell apart, and so you can't tell me that the Americans are the reason that Cuba's in shambles because they lived through it.
I mean, no offense to your family, like no shade, but like back in the day, the Cubans, like it's like you were either the government or you were like the top 1%, and like everyone else was poor. So you telling me you guys had great big houses? That means you were part of not you, but like you were part of the in crowd. Like most people didn't have those big houses in Cuba. Most people were like destitute, poor, and like a few people got off rich. So it's like you guys got outed and like had to flee your big homes, but then you're like, oh, it's so evil. It's like most people in Cuba were like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, what are you talking about? That's not true at all. If you could ask people in Cuba right now whether they would rather have communism or whether they would have kept what they had, I promise you, most of them would be against communism.
Yeah. I mean, what was there before was bad. Like, I mean,
that's
look,
what I mean.
America does a little bit of influence. I mean, it's 80% communism.
It was
it's like 80% on communism, and 20% on
mafia.
America says, okay, also you can't trade with this, you can't trade with that. We're gonna put whatever things around you. Like it's 20.
I mean,
you can give 20%
look.
America.
It's just unfortunate because everyone who kind of stumps for these ideas of like, oh yeah, you don't need this like free market idea, you don't need this like capitalism thing. Unfortunately, the excuse is always like that, well, America didn't let it work. Well, America didn't let it work. Oh, America didn't let it work. And it's like, look, America worked when everybody else was trying to bring it down. Capitalism worked when everyone else, enemies on all sides.
America literally like paid for like death squads on the borders of these countries, like the Contras and stuff. Like you just like raised armies to like overthrow these people. Like,
it's a lot of money, Stephen. I would argue that it's hurting Americans too. I mean, what's hurting
America? What's hurting America?
All these bases to like watch communism.
Yeah,
I mean,
like having this empire. It's so much
but
money.
I don't know if we should get into this too much, dude.
Yeah.
This is not like for Texas.
Let me ask you something, because I actually think I
think it's a pretty interesting conversation. Go ahead.
People talk about UBI, right? Like or guaranteed income or the Andrew Yang's freedom dividend. Yep. Do you think that's socialism? Because I actually don't have an inherent. I don't think capitalism needs to go away. I just think like maybe with these estate taxes in various forms, including maybe like a UBI of some sort, I think it just needs to be a little bit more ethical. Like a reformed capitalism can work, in my opinion. I don't see UBI as anti-capitalist.
Cautionary. Okay, here we're back. We're back, guys. We're
back.
I don't know what's going on.
Thank you.
The convo broke the internet. People are saying the convo broke the internet. Hey, so let's bring Van.
How many listeners you guys got
right now? Oh,
300,000.
Thousands.
What?
No, we're kidding. Hey, so back to our discussion. UBI, can it save capitalism? So there is an issue with, as you see, like the centralization of power with corporations. That's a problem, obviously. Our monopoly busting is terribly bad. The fact that antitrust happened 15 years after Facebook acquired Instagram, and now they're trying to say, oh, you guys broke the rules. It's like, yeah, you should have said that back when they were acquiring Instagram.
Yeah.
They're not doing their jobs. So do I see capitalism in trouble? There's definitely the wealth inequality thing is hard to get around. That's definitely an issue. Yeah. How do you get from that to a fair system is the problem that's like hard to deal with. So the automation discussion with Andrew Yang, I think it's on the horizon. I just don't think it's here yet, where you're like, oh, let me give everybody money. I think that eventually might be the answer. Look, if robots come and they just literally do everything, hey, that's fine. I'll retire on my beach, same as you guys. We can all hang out.
Who's going to buy it? Just give everyone money to buy your stuff that you're making with robots.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll still go.
Whatever. So that's fine. I just don't think we're at that point yet. My thought for wealth inequality has always been, I think there should be a super high estate tax, because you don't get around like, look, how do you tax the ultra wealthy? Like, and we're not talking because I think a lot of what people call wealthy is not actually that wealthy. It means like you did well.
No,
at
you're talking about the
a middle manager.
Bezoses.
Yeah, we're talking like
and they're paying no tax.
250 million
They're
and
paying
up. Right. People at that level, they do not pay income taxes.
Well, the reason that they got to that level is because they can work around your tax,
corporate tax, or
they're aggressive guys.
And their capital gains tax is like 15%.
That's a lot. That's more
and they write off the capital gains with all these clever real estate schemes. So because they have a loss in their balance sheet, even though they have cash flow coming in. It's really complicated.
My family does that.
So no, look, a lot of people do it. Okay, but listen. So you basically can't get access to that wealth with our current tax structure. The only way you get to it is with an estate tax. I think if you have over probably, I don't know, maybe $10 to $20 million you're giving away to your kids, okay, I guess that's maybe justifiable. But after that, first of all, I think it ruins the kids already. So it doesn't even help really anybody. Yeah. And it's like
$20 million is a lot of money.
That money should be, but here's the thing, you want to be able to achieve. You want to, like, the question is, who are you?
Yeah, but so give them.
Who are you actually trying to tax?
Let's say you have 20 million left.
Actually,
if you give them 10, they're fine.
I think the American ideology, though, is not you're fine. It's like you want to encourage people, like you want them to be able to excel. You know, like the American thing is like the American thing is like Lambos.
What else do you want?
I mean, yeah, I guess the American thing has become, I want my kid to be rich too. I'm a prince. My kids aren't going to do work either. I want them to all be rich. And it's very inefficient for capitalism. It's going to destroy capitalism.
No, that's the irony, though. A lot of rich people, they want their kids to work hard like they did. So they actually, giving them money doesn't really achieve that much. But the reason I say like the high number is there's a lot of weird cases where you, like, let's say you're a farmer, right? There's like some complicated estate stuff. Like, let's say you want to pass on your land. Your land might be really valuable, but you need to have it in order to farm, right? So your land might be worth $10 million, but you're not actually seeing that at the end of the day. You're just farming and maybe you're making $100,000. So the kid in an estate tax law would have to pay like, I don't know, 2-5, depends on how much you're taxing. Let's say you tax 50%.
They got to pay a percentage of the value, which they can't.
Yeah, they can't. They literally don't have the money, and then they have to sell their parents' land forever. Like, that's dumb to me. I think that doesn't make sense. So what I'm talking about is like when you're trying to pass on this money that literally is like, yeah, well, you can just create a dynasty that just on interest alone, you'll never have to work a day in your life. That's stupid. That's dumb. So, and it defeats the purpose of like even encouraging labor.
It ruins the kids, man. I mean, I know so many rich kids here that like, they just got like, they have a breakup, they have a hard time, and the parents say, baby, come home. And they do. And they're useless. They just come home, get fat. Parents are doing everything.
That's the thing. So estate tax that you get rid of the, you like basically what it means is when you're wealthy, your kids have to start back. Like they're not starting at zero, but they're surely not starting at they're not going to be billionaires when they start. Right. So you avoid that. You're taxing them. You're putting it towards public service. It also encourages people to donate because during their lifetime, because why would you give away all your money when you could donate it yourself? So then they donate away their money to public charities, whatever they're interested in. And I think that makes a lot of sense for basically how you bring down that huge wealth inequality down. It only lasts for a generation. What do you guys think?
That's on the rich kid side. I feel like the poor kids is another place where I'm like, poor kids in America should not be starving, should not be going to bad schools. Like that to me is like a big one. It's the documentaries are so sad. I'm like, this is America. What's happening? Like the PBS series, Poor Kids. It's like the saddest thing you'll ever see. And it really gives you a sense of like, okay, this is, if you start everyone equal, then it's good.
You know what's sad, Amish, is your internet right now. It's
if
pathetic.
You have a bunch of people.
It's absolutely pathetic.
It is pathetic, dude. This is the socialist communist internet.
This is what happens when you have socialism, guys. I'm just kidding.
Trudeau.
Ben, Dad, where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm born in Iran, but I grew up in Toronto my whole life.
Oh, so
Canada.
You guys should have the same internet.
Well, I'm in Montreal right now, but he's also in Brampton. He's in a suburb. I don't know. Maybe Brampton always gets the shaft. They got 4 million people in one hospital. It's outrageous.
That is outrageous.
Higher insurance rates too.
I know. That's
higher insurance rates and lower internet bandwidth. Damn, dudes.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a really tough problem what you're talking about, and I don't know that I necessarily have the answer, but that's as best as I can figure it. Is like you want to get the taxes somewhere, because ultimately the idea of pay your fair share, it's ironic whenever people say that, because truthfully, the ultra rich are literally not paying their fair share, even if we had a flat tax, which we do not. We have a progressive tax. So they're definitely not paying their fair share for that, but even they're not even paying the percentage of their income that you're paying. So you're poor, you're paying more in taxes than they are.
$700
as a percentage of your net worth.
Trump paid $700.
Yeah, 700. I mean, that sounded like normal to me. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. He paid that much? I thought he would have like gotten money back. He's such a psycho.
Yeah.
If you watch the documentary.
But
in the documentary, when he was bankrupt, the bank still gave him a $15,000 a month allowance.
Yeah,
because they had no choice. Like he needed that money to operate.
Well, he said maybe Daddy goes bankrupt, and then everything's gone.
And this is the problem. And this is the problem. So part of the reason the tax system is so broken is it's because of rich people, but it's because our government has allowed itself to get corrupted by money and politics. A lot of these are lobbying loopholes. A lot of these are the way our taxes have been set up to take losses when you're not actually taking losses. That's not a problem with the free market. That's also it's a bigger problem with the government. Like, that's our government allowing private interests to get involved into public tax law. So,
but is this not the same? Like, keep them poor. It's like, instead of keep them poor, it's like, hey, keep us rich. Like, loopholes, ways to keep your money, hide your money offshore, keep us rich. Yeah. It's not taught to the lower plebs. We only know how to do this.
So this is the first. So this is the first time that I am definitely on board with that. There is a moment of keep us rich. That's true. But the information's out there.
Of course.
But it's like, keep us rich for sure. I had this whole conversation with a cousin of mine. He basically goes, look, I don't want to do. He's like, I actually feel bad for what we're doing with our corporate tax structure. He goes, I feel bad about it. But if I don't do it, the guy down the road will do it, and I'll get out competed. So he goes, I have to.
You know who has that exact same logic? A fucking crack dealer.
Con artist.
Hey, man.
Con artist.
Hey, I don't want to do it, but if I don't sell this pregnant lady the crack, that guy's going to do it anyways. I might as well make the money.
Hey, man, I learned that in Vince Del Monte's sales church, too. They teach that in sales church, dude. This is amazing.
What are people saying? What are people saying?
Sorry.
Yeah, your internet's like the worst thing
My internet is the worst, man. This happens like every week.
Yep.
I gotta move to Texas.
Let's watch. Anyway, we got started on this because of the speech that broke the internet. We might as well see some more of it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and says, because the government doesn't let us teach that subject. The government tells us what we can teach and what we can't teach.
So much for freedom.
See, this is true, but it's not true. The government tells you what to teach, but the government's like, not like, hey, don't you dare tell them how to get rich. Don't you dare tell them about money. That's ridiculous.
Let's not forget, it was illegal to teach slaves how to read and write.
Okay, we're in a different time, Van Dad. This is
two con artists, and but I don't think Steven. I don't think he saw the intro. So the first line,
there's a legacy to these things, guys.
No, but have you seen the first line? Is the guy goes, "Hey, so do the rich people get mad at you? Do they pull you aside and say, hey, Robert, you better watch it. You better tell the poor people about this." And he's like, yes, they do. They say, don't teach the poor people. Like, it's bullshit. It's obviously nonsense the way they're doing it.
No, obviously this is bullshit. But I'm saying, like, hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. You know?
Wow. Here we go. The con artist.
I thought that was
hey,
strange.
the con artist.
I said, but aren't we going to school to learn about money? He says, no. Your job is to get a job. I said, but you get a job to earn money. He goes, no. You're supposed to just get a job. I went, no. Isn't the purpose of a job to earn money? He goes, you're correct. I said, so why don't I just learn about money? I can skip the job part, you know?
You can't. How are you going to get money without a job?
Entrepreneur
thinking.
His
job
Entrepreneurship is a job. Does everybody understand that?
This is abundance thinking, brother.
I'm an entrepreneur. It's more work than any job I've ever done.
I know. It's basically what he was saying earlier in the show. It's basically like no healthcare. In America, it's like, oh, you're an entrepreneur? No healthcare. Are you kidding me? That sucks, man.
Yeah, what is this whole thing, how it's like tied to your employer? This is a stupid system.
Everyone should just be self-employed, guys.
And he got flustered and he said, if you want to learn about money, why don't you ask your best friend's father about money? And I said, why? That's Mike. So why ask him? He says, because Mike's father is an entrepreneur. And I said, what are you? He says, I'm an employee. I'm a government employee. I went,
government?
Oh, what's the difference?
Yeah,
He says, the difference is an entrepreneur must know
Well, they
about
like
money.
that broken
But
clock.
they're no longer entrepreneurs.
That reference in the chat.
Oh, they like that?
Brilliantly droll. There you go.
Who is that? Revolutionary Thinking, I bet, is on your side.
No,
we have
Hohenheim production.
Hohenheim.
Dude,
No,
yeah, he's an old fan. That's a
fan,
huge
he's a fan.
thing.
He
Fake
comes in.
money has been buying real things, and then voila, you actually have real tangible wealth. There's a bunch.
Here's the
there's a
thing,
bunch of funny money out
Elon
there.
Musk. I was telling someone this the other day, like Elon Musk is like, someone was like, yeah, aren't we all going to go to Mars with Elon Musk? I'm like, idiot. He's building Elysium up there. You don't get to go. That's for the 1%, baby. It's like,
yeah, that's Bezos too.
And then, Bezos too. And then he showed me this quote of Elon being like, on Mars, the artist can be the artist. He thought that meant like artists get to go to Mars. Like, no. One like TD Bank sponsored corporate cool fucking approved artist is gonna go up there.
Hold on.
Like, you're not going up there to like get a loft on Mars for cheap and like live your artist.
I want to see this ad. I want to go to Mars.
I do agree. Okay, I agree with part of that, but hang on. One of the things that you guys are not giving capitalism credit for, okay, hang on, is for making stuff cheap over time. It used to be that you had one television set in the home and it had no color in it. Now, hey, you know how cheap TVs are? They're stupid.
Abundance
Poor,
believes
all
in
the,
abundance.
All the poor people?
You're talking about space travel getting that cheap?
Yeah, capitalism is
even if it gets that cheap, they just won't.
No,
let
but
you
my
in.
point is that my point is that the trends of capitalism is to make once luxuries available to everybody.
It does do that.
Cars,
airlines,
nice cars. Like you get a normal even like Hyundais. Just like a Hyundai. They're nice now.
Yeah, phone.
They got the backup camera. They got the heated seats. They got all that. You got, and you don't have to tell me.
But you guys are too reliant on driving. Not everyone should have a car.
Communism has one car.
I'm making a point where you're saying
fair.
It's always for the rich, and it's like, no, actually, you make the most money when you can make it affordable for everybody. Those are the guys who end up winning.
We must think in abundance about Mars. We got to think in abundance about Mars. In 10 years, we'll all be going.
I think they'll let us up there if we're going to cater their Mars party. But otherwise, we're going to be down here working for them to send up shipments.
I don't know, Van. I mean, they used to say that about airline travel too.
No, dude, the funny thing is that it's all hype. Mars is going to suck. It's not made for life. You're literally talking about nuking the poles to barely make it habitable. It's like, this is not going to be some brilliant place where you're going to go. It's like just propaganda from old Daddy Musk that everybody's going to want to go there. Dude, it's going to be terrible.
You live in a nuclear holocaust? You're like, come live in a nuclear wasteland.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Why?
Remember Zoolander where they're like derelict? It's like they're like getting homeless clothes.
We're gonna go to timeshare pitches for Mars.
I know.
Yeah, do you know how
He's starting his
expensive it's
timeshare.
going to be to get stuff there? Like, well, you're not going to have McDonald's there. It's going to be like frozen MRIs.
No McDonald's on Mars?
No,
what is
no
this? Capitalist communism?
No, capitalism will get the McDonald's there.
Yeah,
capitalism will get the McDonald's there.
You gotta believe, baby.
Hey, man, we must be abundant. We got to think about a transporter. We got to think about like other forms of energy. Like 2021, baby, big shoes to fill. 2021, but it's got to be like there is a lot of this kind of progressive thinking that's coming in that does bother people, but it's also like it's good to talk about it because it's like. We need other options.
Let's see what.
Did you guys talk about the Capitol Hill thing yet?
Oh, we already talked about it.
Oh yeah.
A big L
we
for
talked about it.
conservatives. Biggest L I've seen them take in a long time. Just big L.
I was 0% surprised. I've been calling Civil War there for fucking 3 years now.
Oh, so this is interesting. Yeah, a lot of lefties have been calling it out, and I've always said no. I said y'all are crazy. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, it's coming.
Most lefties think you're crazy too.
I took an L on that because I didn't think there'd be this kind of crazy thing. It's the closest thing to a revolution we've had. This is wild.
Yeah,
it is. It's fun. It is funny how it backfired on them.
First time it was breached since 1812 when the British Canadians, but really British, burnt it down.
You're like the guy on ESPN who like always has like those like fun facts that like I have no idea how you got that fact, but it's like that's a good fact. This is the last time they crossed the 20-yard line since in 1812 the Houston Oilers made it past and got down a touchdown. Wow. It's like, interesting.
It's like crossing the Rubicon.
Yeah.
No, he is a politics psycho. He knows his politics. He just knows so much politics.
I can tell immediately. Van, Dad, are you a comedian? Are you a political junkie?
Yeah.
You're both?
I'm a political junkie for sure. I'm a stand-up comedian, sometimes podcaster. I'm actually about to launch a new podcast called Too Hot for TV.
Oh,
so
look out for that, guys. You want to hear more spicy takes?
No, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a producer. I put on comedy shows.
Nice.
Yeah. He's worked with Ryan Long a lot.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We had Ryan on the show. Great guy. You
guy.
can't turn him off. I'll say that much. There is no turning off Ryan Long, but he's a lot of fun.
Amish knows you can't turn me off too. I've been very behaved for your sake.
Oh, good. Thank you. I
I respect what you guys do.
This is impressive for offended. It's great though.
Really?
Thanks.
Okay, nice. So, what's your official political ideology? Like, give it to me.
I don't know, like a little bit of what I said. Like a more ethical capitalism would be fine with me. I don't necessarily want like full-scale communism. I think one thing I will say is that like I'm not quite sure where I stand, but I do think like it's a little silly that we're stuck in this feedback loop where we're like, it's either going to go communism or it's going to be capitalism. It's like, guys, they're both man-made. Just like feudalism, just like monarchy, it's all man-made bullshit. We can create something else. We don't need to constantly be fighting one or the other.
Yeah, it's very
I don't
ideological.
see why we can't,
it becomes
we
irrational.
can call it whatever the fuck we want. It can have like a hodgepodge of different systems combined.
What about policy by policy? You look at a policy and you say, what makes the most sense right here? That's it. No, I'm a this, I'm a that. No, just how do you fix this problem? That's it.
One thing I'm looking forward to in the future, I hope it becomes somewhat implemented, is like some sort of election reform where by better technology, more secure technology, if you could, like, not just on election day for your leaders, but like maybe even for like some big decisions that impact everyone, say like we're going to go to war, we're going to change this major policy, like things that like would call for a referendum, to be able to vote in real time through your phone or computer, like some sort of participant democracy where it's like, hey, these are the agendas. You can vote for something if you want. You can not vote. It's up to you. But if you want, well, you can just do it on your phone. We'll tally it up kind of like a poll, like, CNN poll, Ipsos poll. What do you think about this? But something verifiable that's tied to you that you can vote on. Because right now, too many politicians, like Mitch McConnell, he represents some of the poorest, white, by the way, mostly white, but poorest people in America. And yet, like, nothing he does is in their favor. And they keep voting for him. It's like, if they could just log on in 2 seconds and be like, hey, this next thing that you're going to do, like, we like it or don't like it, at least if he still does something against the people, there'd be a verifiable poll to be like, this is what the people wanted, this is what you actually did. So next time it's time to vote, we might actually think twice about re-electing you.
You think? Don't we already have that? Don't we already have that with political promises? What's a political
bullshit
promise?
Polls that no one really does. I'm talking about something that's tied into the actual election system. It's like, this is officially what the people have voted for in saying they want in real time, again and again and again. Another thing, for example, in Canada, right? What we do is we don't vote for, we vote for the political party that we want to handle the entire government. Okay. I think that's like very archaic and old. I think what we should do is come election day, you should vote individually instead of one person, one party that's going to run everything so smoothly. It's impossible. It's like too big a task. Instead, why not vote for each? In Canada, it's ministry. Like it would probably be department for you. Why not vote for each party who you want representing you for a specific department? That way it's like everyone gets a play. It's like you're probably going to vote the environmental guys to be Department of Environment.
And good for ratings.
You'll probably be like, hey, those conservative guys are pretty good with the military. Let's put them in for defense. But maybe foreign policy, I'll go with the Democrats.
He's just
you know
going.
what I mean? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I like the rant. No, it's a good rant. I'm here to poop on your parade. Here's what I find of people who tend to be very engaged in politics. They assume that everyone else is equally engaged in politics and therefore could realistically engage and comprehend in an informed way in their democracy. I believe, unfortunately, it's not realistic to expect that of people. And maybe that's like some low expectation stuff right there, to think that most people are not engaged. But I'll just say straight up, I'm not even engaged.
Yeah.
I am in the entertainment cycle all the time, but I don't have time to cover politics. I don't know who my elected representatives are, the local, the state. I can see the logic of maybe I should be, but I'm just not. I don't have the time for it. So I need these systems where it's like, oh, yeah, what am I? I'm just checking some box to say, like, down the line, this. I don't know. I think... Do
you think it should be mandatory to vote?
No.
I think a mandatory vote, but you're allowed to spoil the ballot if you want. So if you don't like the system, you don't like anyone, you can spoil your ballot. But I think you should have to participate. It's kind of a duty.
Yeah, it is your job a little bit to know what's going on. I mean, this is a problem with, I feel like in the West, we become a complacent.
Yeah, that's fine. So spoil your ballot. Spoil it all day. But at least it's like you had to take some part. And that way it's like you can't really say like, these aren't this isn't who I chose. It's like you had a chance every single time.
You know what that's going to become? It's going to become the user end agreement that we get on Apple.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, are you going to read this? Everyone's like, yeah, I voted for that guy. People just aren't engaged though. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
They're just bored.
They only have so much bandwidth. It's like realistically, they got other problems, and they just like the guy who convinces them in a 20-second soundbite that they're going to be the biggest solution. They're just going to go like, that guy. Oh, whose side is he on? Oh, that side. Okay, yeah, sure. It's easier for people to just pick a team and go, I guess I'm going with that team all the way down. They don't know the players. They don't know the play calls. They don't know the coaching staff. They just go, yeah, I like that guy. I'll go with the whole team. It's
right. Okay. You have a good point, but let me ask you this. So like, how much of like those most people, well, you'd say probably most people who aren't engaged and they have other shit going on, as you say, how much of that is because like they're working 3 jobs just to survive, and they need dental and they don't have it, and they're struggling and they're stressed and they got all these issues in their shitty neighborhood? And how many of the people who are more involved in politics is because they at least have like a standard of living and they have the luxury for time off.
Parents are senator. A lot of it is parents are senator.
Do you know what I mean? Senator. Like if you had like this sort of back to UBI, but if you had certain people at a certain level where at least it's like, okay, I got my job, but I also have days off where I can look at what's going on in the world around me instead of just like, oh, I'm on survival mode 24 hours a day and I'm just like hungry.
I agree. Okay, so I think more people would be involved. I think more though than you think would still be like, oh yeah, this is stupid. I'm just gonna like do something else with my time.
But it changes. It gets better with generations, right?
No, it definitely changes in a positive direction when you give people luxuries. Or you eliminate the need to like fulfill the what's the need?
Maslow's hierarchy.
There you go. Hierarchy of needs.
Stuck at the bottom.
Right. No, for sure. That definitely improves it. What else? What else do we got to talk about, Amish? Come on, give us a topic.
I think we're done, dude. It's 2:45.
Oh.
What do you want to do? You want to do
We got 15 minutes left. We got 15 minutes on my clock. Till 4 hours. We try to go for 4 hours. Try to rip. It's called the rip and dip.
Thanks, revolutionary thinking.
Oh, that's guy's all you, dude. He's all you. We've talked to him multiple times.
My Instagram, I have a lefty account that's mostly memes now and like very, very arbitrary, like really wild. It's called @TotallyMatureNow on Instagram. And then I also have my good boy dossier where I'm like trying to be a law-abiding citizen @ElaborateFront. So follow me on those.
You got the real leftist handles there. Elaborate front, eh? It's like the FBI is going to come to your house.
Yeah.
Are you elaborate front? We'd like to talk to you.
Why do you think people?
Got a communist.
Why do you think people in entertainment are more likely to be left? I noticed that. What do you think it is?
Educated. Sorry.
I mean, a lot of times it's because like we're more in touch with the regular people.
But regular working people are often right-leaning. That's the funny thing.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they get tricked into it because they they don't know like what's going on.
Wait, guys, this is the pyramid, okay? This is the pyramid.
Hold on. Isn't that like a very that's so condescending to say that like, oh,
no, but Bandit, you know that
no, but like
a lot of people that vote for Republicans.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people who.
No, I know. I'm saying maybe they just really believe in the ideology of like picking themselves up by their bootstraps. They like
What was that? What was that Instagram page we had? Poor people simping for Trump.
Poor people simping for capitalism.
There's a lot, dude. For capital, there's a lot.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
There's a lot that have bought in. They're like, this is the system for me, and it's screwing them the most.
Yeah, but no, you
There's a
can
lot
say
of
the
people like
same
that.
thing about rich people that are lefty. You're like, what did these dumb people not understand? And it's like, no, they just like the ideology better. Even though it's against their best interest. It's in rich people's best economic interests to be right-wing. And you're saying it's in poor people's best interest to be left-wing. And what I'm saying is, what's wrong with just believing in an ideology and just voting that way?
Well, what is the ideology you believe in?
Who?
You.
Oh, I'm just kind of middle.
Or like,
I'm just kind of in the center. I'm just like a filthy
Yeah.
centrist. The thing is, okay.
That's kind of the worst one.
The filth. What do you mean?
Oh.
I'd kind of respect it more if it was like, oh, I'm a fucking right winger.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like at least you've like chosen your side.
No. I'm a fence sitter. Because
You're a fence
no.
sitter.
I think as soon as
you're just waiting to see who wins.
No, that's
and
not
you
true.
can be like, hey guys, I was with you all along.
That is a little bit.
He's
There's a little bit of truth to that.
Leanings.
But
You have leanings.
But no. The truth is that I think like I've seen
the Dutch resistance kick the Nazis out, and you put on an orange fucking.
I see people enter the game. My problem is anytime I see people enter the game, I feel like you watch them as they slowly apologize for their side, and they kind of lose all sense with like they can't see the calls for as they are when they're too devoted to like one ideology. And so what I try to do is I try to think like
blinders.
I try to think not on an ideological line, but like, is this okay? You're talking about policy X, like taxation. I have an opinion on it. But I'm not going to go like, oh, what does the conservatives think today? What do liberals think today? That's not really how I think.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I'm such a centrist because I just take each situation as it comes. I'm like,
you're
also in America,
liberal,
there's no
dude.
left.
You're a dirtbag left.
No. What this guy thinks is left, it's nothing. Dude, in America, there's no left. It's like right and less right, I feel like, in America.
Yeah,
and
like the Democrats, except for AOC and the squad, they're and Bernie, they're basically center right.
Wait, who?
Yeah, they're very center.
Like the Democrats,
like Bernie.
Like what, the Hillary Clintons and the Kamala Harrises?
They're right
center right.
No.
They're like military people.
Yeah, they're military imperialists. They're capitalists to the core. It was Pelosi being like, "Oh, we're capitalists. I don't know what to tell you."
Oh,
now Steven's gonna be like, "Hey, have respect for the Democrats." It's the Dems, dude. Rip them.
The dirty Dems.
Look, the Dems are so soft that when the right-wing people tell them do this, they go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like these guys are like, "Hey, we're tough on crime. Are you tough on crime?" It's like,
Look
"Oh yeah,
at
I'll put all of them in jail."
The last DNC convention had so many Republicans, like straight up Republicans giving speeches.
Yeah, straight up. AOC didn't get a spot.
AOC didn't get a spot. She got 2 minutes, but you had Colin Powell up there.
2 minute pre-recorded. No, wasn't it
pre-recorded?
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. You can never be too left because as soon as you're like, oh, AOC, I've heard people go, AOC's not left enough. No, dude, Bernie's not left enough. He's too corporatist. It's like, what's enough?
Yeah,
when is it finally left?
Look, you gotta be someone who's standing up for like, okay, we don't need to be in the military, like so much military. We don't need so much.
I thought you're a sinner though. Amish, you're a sinner.
I mean, no, I'm just where is rational. I think about each situation. I feel like the Dems need to be the option for the working person. They're not. They're really not. I mean, that's why everyone's so mad to vote for them. It was such a reluctant vote for Biden.
Slavers.
Like it's almost like they're the more direct managers of the slave. Like, you know what I mean? It's like right wing at the top, then these Democrat establishment people, then you get the working class left, and then at the bottom, I think it's, Trump supporters again. It's like, I really think like that's
like
kind of how it's divided.
The Democratic, whoever writes their speeches is like so like fake woke, like Hillary Clinton going to the black constituents being like, oh, I always have hot sauce in my purse. Like, what a staged sideshow.
That's hilarious.
And then when Biden
Can we appreciate how funny that is, though? Like, it's like so pandering
funny.
that it's
like disgustingly pandering. They're talking about real issues. She's like, I got hot sauce too.
Well, no, have you heard these guys?
I learned the electric slide.
Who was the one like? Who was like the one like? They actually talk different when they're talking to an African American crowd.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing if Hillary did that. If she was like, "How y'all doing?"
No, there was like,
you heard?
He does it.
You heard?
You heard?
She did the Birdman call, if Hillary came, She's like, oh
no, AOC did this.
No,
AOC
we
did
put
this.
into him.
Here, hang on. Oh crap! It's a
got that drip.
Who's talking about this?
Vote for your girl.
Yeah, she comes out dancing to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Cardi. I do love when they have Cardi come, and it's like, yeah, who wants to get down? Take off your clothes for Hillary. Like it's like so raunchy, but they'll just
Cardi
come and
was
do
with
like the
Bernie.
thing.
Cardi was Team Bernie.
Hey, let's listen
Oh,
to this.
right,
Yeah,
right.
She was. Hang on. Let's...
And then also Biden on the Breakfast Club, fucking Charlemagne the God's like,
Embarrassing.
hey, what are you gonna do for black voters? She's like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are you
I know, and then he
talking about?
left.
What
So soft.
organizing looks like. This is what building power looks like.
Fuck yeah.
This is what changing the.
No, but listen how she's talking. She's like,
No,
this is how
she's
it
talking like a
looks
preacher.
like. It's like, do your chick.
She's talking like a preacher. I do it.
This is
Yo,
what
she's from
You got
Brooklyn.
spirit in you.
Listen.
organizing
There's nothing
looks
wrong
like.
with code hopping.
This is what building power looks
Oh, come on. You guys just like what she's saying, so you're giving her a pass. She's literally doing it.
No. Buddy,
she's
if
in
you
the game.
live in a very multicultural city like Toronto, like Brooklyn, you do what's called code hopping. You can talk to people in their own slang.
Dude,
That's
I
fine.
heard Puerto Ricans are allowed to say
slang
the
is
N-word.
fine, but we're talking about deliberately pandering with an
and
accent.
syntax, everything.
And syntax.
The tone, yeah.
Dude, Puerto Ricans are straight up allowed to say the N-word. I swear to God, I've got
It's
this from
not
high
pandering.
sources.
She's talking to people she knows in their own way.
Yeah. Drew told me this is like official goes to the top of
If
the
you-
black
So-
community.
So
Puerto Ricans in New York,
you're
they are
basically
allowed to say
saying
the
that
N-word.
when Hillary Clinton does it, she's just being
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah,
It's
because
fake.
she didn't grow up around it like she did.
AOC grew up in New York.
If
in
you
Bronx
grew
or
up
whatever.
there, you can talk like that. If you grew up like in
Hillary-
fucking Arkansas, being a lawyer that helped Nixon during Watergate.
Hey,
which is
I'm not trying to
Clinton.
start a fight here. I'm just trying to
Then,
find out
like-
who I can make fun of. I tried to make fun of AOC. I can't. Okay, that's fine. Let's make
You
fun
can
of
make fun of
Hillary
anyone.
Clinton.
Yeah, you make fun of AOC.
Let's make fun of Hillary Clinton real quick, guys.
You can make fun of AOC. The only thing was when they were making fun of AOC, they were like, she used to be a bartender. Oh, it's like, yo, yeah, she's connected to the people. She went from bartender to congresswoman in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking gangster.
Why
How
are they
is that-
ashamed of that? They're like
How
trying
is
to
that
diss her for
something
that.
shameful? That's what did you come from? A private school fucking rich boy club to like fuck you? Yeah, I'll stick with I'm a bartender. I'll stick
Mr.
with
Landmark
her.
Forum? Mr.
Yeah.
Landmark Forum? I don't care.
Where'd you come from? Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, she's a bartender. She's a human being. She goes and works with people,
my
talks
gosh.
to people. all
Guys,
day.
can we watch this
Bartenders
clip
are
or
the best
not?
people ever.
One
Alright, let's
second.
watch-
Chill
Global
out with your
competence.
apology for AOC. Jesus.
Competition, as I'm sure you have noticed, and we can't afford to leave talent on the sidelines. But that's exactly what we're doing today. When we leave people out, road would be easy. From where I started from, nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I have said Thanks, guy. repeatedly, I want those emails out. Nobody. For little Charlotte to make her grand entrance, one of the nurses said, "Thank you for fighting for paid leave."
Okay, so we've seen some different.
What are we on Fox now? Oh my gosh! Watch out, guys. Close your eyes.
Is that an accent video? Her accent was fine on that.
What? Yeah, no, I thought it was. I don't know. It wasn't that good. Let's watch Joe Biden playing Despacito, though. This is the greatest thing ever.
Hello, fellow children.
I just have one thing to say.
This is such a flop. It's like trying to pull up.
Hashtag trending.
All right.
No,
Why
he did
would
this?
he do that?
Dance a little bit.
Did he do
Yeah,
this?
this is real.
I tell you, brother.
I thought it was a made-up video.
No, it's real.
That's great.
I tell you what, if I had the talent of any one of these people, I'd be elected president.
Any one of these people. I love that. If I could sing and dance like these urbans, I tell ya, I would do such a Charleston swing you wouldn't even believe.
Oh, the talent that they have. The talent that they
They're
have.
inherently born able to sing and dance. It's incredible.
It's
Oh my god. Yeah.
All of his.
All right, guys. Hey, it's 2:00. I gotta run. Hey, it's been a great little live stream.
It was so great. Thank you for having me on,
Yeah, this is
guys.
basically
Thanks, buddy.
politics. Next time, guys, we're going back to scam busting. Sorry, it was a politics show, but look, hey,
Politics is a
we had to.
scam.
Capitol Hill got raged. The siege happened, so we had to talk about it. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Jeez, dude, what a show. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for donating. We will see you next time.
No
Subscribe
problem.
to The Drip.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye. Class war is real.
God loves you.